What's up, everybody? Welcome to Friday Night D&D. This is session 4 of our roleplay intrigue heavy campaign, Devils in the Details. I'm Jaso / the Wizard / the DMGM. And who else is joining me on this fine Friday evening?
Hello. Oh. Are you going fifth?
No, it's order.
Oh.
I was.
All right, I'll restart the stream here. Hang on.
Restart the whole campaign.
Go ahead, babe. Fuck.
I'm Bailey. What's up? I'm playing Karma Tycoon, the Tiefling College of Eloquence Bard.
Hey everyone, it's Luke. I'm playing Raphael, the Witchfinder Errant, that is to say, Bard Warlock.
What's up, guys? It's Kevin. I'll be playing Monifa, your rogue monk tabaxi.
Perfect. What's up, everybody? I'm Brian or Slim. I'll be playing Mr. Cassius, or Cash for short, a tiefling warlock of the undead variety.
What's up? I'm Kyle, and I play Obese. He is a Twilight cleric. He is best bodyguard in Halcyon. Stop attack.
I'm Amanda. I play Alloy, the little tabaxi. Meow.
Baby.
Hey everybody, I'm Nick. I'm playing Vip Maxworth at your service. Fairy Folk Ranger, best salesman in the Twixt.
Thank you, everybody. And as always, a big thanks to our campaign's character artist who did all of the awesome art for our team members here. Go give her some love. It's Peachy Yuri. Pasting her little link or @ sign here in the chat. And we also got some NPC art also done here by Iruichi, so go also visit them and give them some love too. Thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to all of the new Twitch followers. Like I've been saying the past 2-3 weeks here, the TTRPG Solidarity Movement has been really amazing in terms of drawing some new people in, getting some fresh eyes in the stream, and having people enjoy it, so I really appreciate that. It's been fun to talk and hang out and interact with you guys on the stream. A thanks and shout out to So Much Gooseface for all of those gifted subs and the sticker bits over the past week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and interacting. It's been a lot of fun. I want to give a shout out to Trident Games, Osworn, Podlost, Isabeth, Ryuzaki, Omixi, Weo, WXM Dave, That Fly Guy Rye, Al, Drearch, Edgy Hercules, Stevie's father. I don't know where Stevie is, but Stevie's father is here. And Brandy Harris for the follows. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. Oh my god. Thank you, Gooseface. So nice of you. My goodness. Thank you for the birthday wishes, Edgy. I appreciate that. Thank you for all of those gifted subs, Gooseface. Oh my gosh. Saint Dust Talk Gibberish. Amanda, you got one. Nick Hyde. That's your one of your... I won't go into details. Never mind. Nick Hyde and Kimagato. Thank you guys. You guys are all getting some sub gifts. Sub gifts also get you some immediate... If you are following, you get an immediate boost to your Twitch channel points that we use. And if you are a subbed member, you also get a multiplier to the Twitch channel points that you build up. So lots of cool stuff there. You also get exclusive access to some of our channel specific stickers that you saw. I think both Bay and Gooseface slapping all over the screen a little bit earlier. So check those out. It's got a lot of cool art from Bay here, who did the cute chibi art for all of our characters. Thank you so much, Bay. We are almost at 275 followers here on Twitch, so if you aren't already following, you should, because it's good stuff. And you get rewards for doing it, like I said. Shout out to Lazy Vengeance for being our Patreon member. I really appreciate that. If you're interested, we have a Patreon now. Patreon.com/GAWD_mode, just like all of my other handles, like here on Twitch. You get cool stuff like a digital campaign guide at any of the tiers that goes over details of our homebrew campaign worlds. For any of our Friday night streams, you can take part in a bi-weekly series of one-shots called Wild Force. It's DM'd by me. So if you're looking to have a pretty decent DM with some fun graphics over Roll20, DM a campaign for you, or if you're even just wanting to pop in and try it out, then you should totally check it out. You also get plenty of other cool rewards, early access to YouTube videos, Discord benefits. You get cool, sweet swag like this shirt that I have on the stream. You can have the God Mode logo if you want as a t-shirt yourself, so go check those things out. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. Lots of cool Twitch channel point rewards. You can buy things for the party like a +1 to their rolls. Single-use consumable magic items called curios. That's the quality you can expect on our stream here. You can also
Start the stream over.
Well, I'm gonna restart the stream, guys. You can also buy new rewards like Karma's a Bitch, the market volatility, which someone may have shifted the market a bit in between sessions, and bullion package for those of you who may be crying at the end of this exchange round. So yes, we also use. I went through all that stuff before.
Just take all my bullion away already, Jason.
Let's see what happens. Everyone set the rise. What happens?
We use D&D Beyond, which for whatever fucking reason I can't get Bay's character in there. We were talking about it before the stream. I'm gonna keep trying, but in the meantime, there are a couple characters on there. So if you want to just mouse over the stream and check that out, you can see both the Streamlabs, or not Streamlabs, the stream stickers, as well as the D&D Beyond stuff over on this side. So go just click on that and check them out if you want to get a more in-depth look at the different characters that are part of our campaign. And let's see here. Let's go over the exchange round results. I'm going to play our intro video and then we'll roll for a recap. So let us first talk about what happened in between sessions. So you guys saw that in between sessions here, as you were placing your bets, that it looked as though Mysticorp here was going to have a huge rise in the exchange forecast, as where the other two are actually going to rise themselves, Omega Acoustics and Voidistries. So let's see how your bets paid out.
Fuck.
Mysticorp was expected to have a huge rise because they were coming out with a new piece of technology, and it sold well, just not exactly as big and booming as they expected. So they got a total score out of 10 of 7. So everyone is going to see an increase from that. Yes. I am not going to go over the individual numbers, but basically anyone who threw money onto Mysticorp got their amounts doubled. So that puts Alloy at the top, putting in 20 and getting 40 overall from that specific business.
Holy shit, I'm so far behind.
Hey, you're far behind. It's like going to be numerically impossible to catch up to anyone at this point.
Well, you never know, depending on how they place their money. Omega Acoustics was expected to have a rise and was also lended some of their latest arcane technologies for their concert-going fans to a nearby concert. Unfortunately, there was a malfunction mishap, and one of the singers was electrocuted from the arcane device, and so their stock dramatically dropped. So everyone saw a sharp decrease, basically dropping their values down to a quarter of whatever it was, meaning that
Omega Acoustic sucks.
Cass, the 20 bullion you put in, turns out that you're only getting 5 of that back. And again, you don't have to edit any of these numbers. I'm going to pull your tokens down at the bottom at the end of this all, so you can redistribute here once I give you the results. Voidistries was expected to give a rise, and they actually followed through with it. They're seeing some more booming business as their company continues to grow, delivering and gathering rare and obtuse materials from throughout the Twixt and delivering them and selling them here on Halcyon, as well as their other facilities across the Twixt. So they got a 7 out of 10. By the way, Omega Acoustics got a 1 out of 10. They had a catastrophic event happen to them.
I hate to see it.
Voidistries saw a little bit of a bump, so everyone gets their points who threw some money into Voidistries doubled. The biggest winner out of all that is OBs, who threw in 9 bullion pieces, jumping up to 18. So I'm going to basically just grab your pieces and move them down here. Oh, Cass, let's come here, little buddy. And then let's delete everybody else here. So let's go over the results.
Oh, I have a pit in my stomach.
Starting in last place, moving up to first, we have Cassius, with unfortunately only 5 bullion pieces left to his name.
I love it. Perfect.
Don't forget, if you guys don't mind editing your tokens to have these results, don't forget though, you can have people like Lazy down here, as well as Gooseface, throwing some bullion packages around. Let me go over the results first. Actually, no, fuck it. Let's go in order here. Gooseface tossed out a bullion package to Cass. Cass, give me a 1d4 roll, please.
You can double your money.
All right, you get 4, putting you at 9.
Your losses are only half as bad.
You also get to do it again because Gooseface bought you 2.
Yo!
Bias in the chat.
Your losses are only 5% as bad.
Right.
So a bonus of 6 to your 5, Cass, putting you at 11. So not as bad. Thank God
champion.
for the chat for saving your ass. Karma also gets 2 bullion packages.
Oh, you don't say. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't get 2 of them, huh?
So roll 2d4.
Oh my goodness, husband and wife just sent another one Cass.
Oh, they bought a curio for Cass. Yeah. So whatever
insider trading.
Whatever your we'll get to that. Let me just release the results. So Bay, I'm gonna go over your total and just add that to it. Vip, you have 9 bullion pieces, which after that display puts you in last, unfortunately, with Cass a little bit above you now. Raphael sitting a little on the lower spectrum, but still with more than some of those below you at 16 bullion pieces.
Still trying to recover from week 1. We'll get there.
Monifa put into some investments in all 3 companies and got some out of it at 25 bullion pieces. Karma, you pulled out 30, but along with your extra bullion pieces here puts you at 36 overall.
Yes! 36!
Sitting squarely, though, at the top with a pretty hefty investment between the 2 of them. Still, neck and neck. One wrong placement and investment in a company could completely change this race. OBs, you in second place with 50.
Aw, thank you.
And Alloy with 52.
Ooh,
Yo.
Excellent daughter.
that is neck and neck.
Also, can I have both you, Vip, and Monifa give me a d4 roll, and Raphael a d4 roll, and add that to your totals. Thank you so much, Gooseface.
Give me. Okay, sure, why not? Thank you, chat.
Look at all the reds
Thank you,
fighting
Goose.
for the scraps. It is
You're
cute.
the best, Gooseface.
And OBs, you get one too, because
Oh, what? You're giving the monkey
they're shaking
what?
shit up.
It is not yet
Four.
out. It is an expected future.
Oh, this is it. You're giving
Oh man, Amanda still eking out just the barest
I'm over here.
lead.
I'm like, I don't want to be in first, guys. And I'm like,
Sorry, daughter. I
Stock shark over here. What are stocks? I don't know. How come I have the most? Ooh. Ooh.
This is
Perfect.
oh my god.
Cass, if you want to go ahead and give me a d10 roll to see what type of curio you get.
A tree.
A tree.
So 4.
A slender spindle of blue glass on a leather cord is something you find in your coat pockets, Cass.
6 of 10.
When impaled into the flesh, the curio dissolves and transforms you into an octopus until you take a short rest.
Obi's got another. Obi's got another bullion package.
OBs is being given another bullion package to try and pull ahead.
I feel a little betrayed, Lazy. You're giving
Maybe
it to
continue
Obi.
giving it to people that are under 50. That smart investment.
Yeah. I can't feel bad. Can I? No, he gave it to me.
No, roll it.
Yeah.
It's locked to your account.
Oh my god.
Oh my
You-
god.
Yeah.
I don't roll
are now neck and neck at 52 apiece.
This is actually the best outcome of 2 packages.
I appreciate it, chat. But if you give me a chance to go up one at a time, I'm going up one at a time. That's how it's gonna work.
With that, the rounds end and begin anew. The new forecast has begun. All 3 companies are expected to rise.
This is nonsense. This is a trap. This is once again all nonsense. Break me off a piece of that extra Raphael.
I was gonna say, if you guys need copies, let me know. But go ahead and
Give me 3.
3 for me, please.
I'll take 3.
Whoops, I gave
They're
you
all
full
gonna rise
atonement.
again?
They are all
Supposedly?
expected to rise. Yes.
Supposedly?
Blech.
All right, you all should have a couple to play with here. There's one more for you.
Thanks, man.
Cass, you want to divvy yours up?
All on a mega acoustics again.
I appreciate the gall.
One of these times, it's got to pay off, right?
No.
No.
That's what gambling addicts say.
It has paid off, and that was the problem. I'm right where I want to be.
I'm still in 3rd place, so I'm still holding on to something, I guess. Let's see. Where's the cat? Where's the baby cat at? She's not in Mysticorp. All right. No,
No, I am.
Oh shit, she's in Mysticorp. All right. Most expensive Mega Acoustics.
Actually.
So I think it'll be alright if I put 12 in a Mega Acoustics.
Oh, thank
Let's
you.
see.
Gooseface gave me a +1 to any of my rolls. Thank you, Gooseface.
No!
Lacey gave me a +1 earlier. I wrote that down in my note.
Not letting me slap stickers.
Alright. Listen. What's Obi's got? Obi's has 17. This is 18. Oh god, they all have like big spenders.
Fuck.
Alright, baby cat's really gunning for Omega Acoustics, everyone.
Raphael, you just holding on to 18?
Oh no, that you can delete that one.
Oh, is that an extra?
Okay. Mega Acoustics is cursed. I'm never putting money in it.
Okay. All right. So everyone has placed their bets. It seems like everyone is pretty divvied out amongst each of the 3, except for
Wait,
Cass, who
Cass.
is a psychopath, putting all of his in one. I'm gonna go ahead and roll our intro, and then after that, we'll roll to see who wants to do the recap. So
Oh, I don't wanna do
here
it.
we go. All right. So, does anybody remember who actually was supposed to have the karma coin at the end of last session?
Didn't the enemy... Somebody used it against...
I used it on somebody. Who was it? Raphael, I think?
No, I think you used it on Karma.
Karma.
And then Karma used it on me, and then it went back to you, I think.
Okay, OBs, give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me a D8 roll, starting with Amanda, going clockwise.
Out of 7.
If you got a 7, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Raphael gets the karma coin.
Why you guys keep changing it?
Excellent.
That's disappointing.
Excellent.
I hate it.
Everything is coming up, Raphael.
You can right click and take that card so you can hold on to that Raphael.
Oh, I will.
And why don't we roll to see who wants to give the recap from last session?
No, I
Oh, God.
refuse.
Here it comes. Go ahead,
I will
Luke.
never suffer consequences of my actions.
All right, you're gonna do it one week, boss.
It's the only thing I roll well on. Fuck you.
Lock it in. It's coming one time this season. Promise.
I mean, probably statistically.
I don't know.
I got a 7. Who else?
Yes,
OB?
statistically.
No, that's me. Yeah.
I think that's you, buddy. Vip, what happened last time on Devils in the Details?
A lot happened in Devils in the Details. We started off coming back successful from our last venture. We met up, tried to meet up with Dazzle, his Dazzle-ness, if you will, and things were good. We decided then to break, went back on the ferry. I tried to scare up some business and wasn't really able to do it, but we went back to Alloy's workshop. Smart kid, got a lot of stuff going on in there. We were trying to relax, if you will, but that party got ruined pretty quick. Father waste not, want not, that's a sin. But I'm not counting. As we kind of broke for the night, Cassius and I kind of scoped the place out. I think everything's all clear, but not entirely sure. I think we're okay. We made it back to the island. Funny story, keep it short. More people are voting than us. Kind of suspect. We're gonna have to figure that one out. We got our new assignment. Did I mention I get to inspect tabaxis all day as part of my job? Greatest thing ever. We're gonna go to a party. The girls are gonna sneak in. The boys are gonna muscle our way in the front, if you will. And did I mention we get to party with tabaxis? It's like my favorite thing ever. It's about where we're at. And one of them's a demon. And did I mention we get to hang out with tabaxis as part of my job? They have tails. It's amazing. I think that's everything we need to talk about. Oh, and Alloy is smart enough to figure out what the layout of the mansions is. So we have a little bit of a one-up on them going in. Think that's everything that happened as far as I know.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Vip. I appreciate that recap. So, last you guys left off, you were kind of finishing up your conversation with Dazzle in terms of getting your next assignment, which is to serve as a congratulatory team for a company merger between the Fast Feline being absorbed into the Nip and Chip Incorporated company. They're going to be having a little get-together party over at the Glamour Puss estate between the couple that owns it, the husband owning a portion of the Nip and Chip himself. So you guys are intending to head over there and see what you can find out in regards to there being any type of demonic infiltration, especially in terms of the fact that Dazel was able to relate to you all that there seemed to be, between the contacts that Darvile has, whom he knows were demons in disguise, there was a number of meetings between some of the members here of these companies with those members. So they may have not known that these were demons in disguise, or they may have been privy to some extra information. All the more reason for you guys to head that way. Before you all leave Dazel's estate, Dazel is going to have one of their, what you can assume at this point, unseen servant who steps out of a sort of like push door area that brought you drinks the first time you visited, step out. And on a platter is going to be a couple, like 3 bottles of some very nice, fine elven wine as well as a care package of just a bullion piece or two. This doesn't look like the premium bullion you guys are using to bet, but this looks like just a nice sizable chunk of money as like a little thanks for continuing to be a client of the Bullionaire Bastion. So this plate sort of floats over and is set onto the table. I know we kind of finished up with me relaying all the information to you guys. Did you have any other questions for Dazel or anything else before you headed out of the estate and back towards the mainland? No?
I think we were already set out.
No.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're good.
So you guys go ahead and take the care package and begin to make way for the boat down at the several steps down leading down towards the docks.
Oh, table question.
Sure.
Does VIP have a copy of the contract?
You were given a copy of the contract for you to look at. Yes.
Not the original, but a copy.
Right.
Excellent.
You have a copy.
You're really stickler about that, man. It's makes me paranoid.
There's a reason. No.
I'm sure there's a reason.
No, there's no reason to be paranoid with me. I've been upfront with you. You don't want to listen because of who I am. It's totally fine. I like Master P too, and I'm gonna tithe a lot to make sure that you get what you need, Father. But you don't trust me, but money's good, so I'm still gonna give you the money anyway.
Right. I hope no one took issue with me lying to Dazel.
Wait, you lied?
Well, of course, it was fairly obvious after she revealed that she still received 7 signals from the arbitration chamber. But, most importantly, a lie can tell us how people react to a lie, and often how people react to a lie is more telling than how they react to the truth.
Don't worry, Father. Breaking your code or sins or whatever just to extract some information isn't a problem.
It is for the greater good, my friend.
Yeah,
I obfuscate the truth for the purpose of shining a light where there is none.
Wait. Are you lying about you lied to Dazel about?
Oh, I reported to Dazel, of course, in the arbitration chamber. Yes.
Okay.
I don't understand.
I'm presuming that we all did. I mean, we heard it from Dazel herself. Sorry, theirself. They received 7 notifications from the arbitration chamber.
Exactly.
Am I incorrect in this?
No, that's what I heard. No.
All right. Listen, if you are suspicious, I am more than happy to fire up a zone of truth. And
I would love it. Please.
No, what you're saying sounds perfectly logical.
Zone of truth, though. Let's go.
Yes. We all reported to Dazel, yes? And he looks at everyone in the eyes.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I told the truth. Oh, it's so painful.
Oh, baby cat. Ow.
Perhaps the zone of truth is a necessary thing. Raphael?
Very well then. Palor, may your incandescent shine light in the darkness. Does anyone else, does anyone not stand in the zone of truth?
Oh, we're on this fucking boat. We don't got a choice.
You don't have a choice, do you? How big
Well,
is the zone of truth?
let me-
You can step back before I finish casting it, I presume. It doesn't lock you inside of it.
So just to paint a picture, you guys aren't on the boat yet.
Yeah, we're like on the like dock or whatever.
Yeah.
Like in the estate, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
You can see at the far end of the dock, like the Eidolon and Flourishes kind of getting things ready, seeing you guys approach. You see the giant seahorse beginning to push their heads out of the water and kind of look around curiously.
Darn, I was hoping to grill her too.
Who?
He gestures over to the ferryman or the Eidolon.
Oh, I suppose I could get the ferryman involved if you think that's necessary.
They have to know something.
I think the small group is the way we should start this, yes?
Fine with me. I have more to cast after this if need be.
Wait, we can't all just do it together in a circle? Like, all
No,
of us
of course. All of us at once. Everyone get nice and close.
The only question the only questioning that this zone will reveal is who we asking, or who we reported to.
I think that is perfectly acceptable, for the time being, of course.
Obi steps in.
So, does everyone but Monifa step in? Does Monifa step in?
Does everybody else step in?
I think everybody else is.
I will fly in and then step down.
No.
I'm like
Karma,
lingering
you're
out
stepping
for a
in?
little bit. I'm like lingering. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to hide. I'll stuff them right here. Yep.
Very well.
Suppose.
Who?
Yeah.
And I'll go down the list, one by one. Who did you report to in the arbitration chamber? And I guess I'll point at OBs first.
Dazil.
Okay. I'm guessing that I'll know if you're lying because presumably nobody made a saving throw against it.
Oh, I was waiting for that opportunity.
Oh, okay. Well, I do know if you resist it. Yeah, that's the trick with Zone of Truth is I know if you're resisting it.
Yeah, give him a full rundown.
Yeah, okay. So Zone of Truth. Here, I'll just link the spell for you, and then that'll be nice and easy.
Why did it close? Oh.
So I got this like radius of golden light around me. It's like there's a sigil on the ground that's like Pelor's sun symbol. And a creature that enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there must make a charisma save. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius, which is interesting. A deliberate lie is different from a non-deliberate lie, I guess. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails its saving throw. Obviously, you could choose to fail any saving throw. Yeah. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it's within the boundaries. So you're not compelled to tell the truth. But
yeah, you just can't lie.
Yeah.
You have to say a true statement, whether or not that answers the question.
Exactly.
I did not sleep with that woman.
And Vip, who did you report to?
The Bastion, father. But they hired me. There's no other reason for me to report to anybody else.
Of course. Aloy?
The Bastion?
Monifa? Monifa?
Cat got your tongue.
Monifa? Who did you report to?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, tell us, you Midsummer Night's Dream of you.
You know what? Actually, hold that thought. I'll come back to you. Kava, who did you report to?
Who did I report to?
Yes, that's what I asked you.
Yes, I'm, all right.
Silly questions again.
All right, listen, Raphael, listen.
I'm listening. It's a very easy question.
It is, but it's a complicated answer, all right? So listen. I voted for one I thought would be better for our future in terms of...
It was the devil, wasn't it?
Listen to me, Angel Face.
We're just looking out for the best.
No. You
Oh, you moved in on it. I knew it.
Of Halcyon.
Listen to me. You can't just get rid of a demon by replacing it with some Bastion member, and then think that the demons are just gonna go away. That's the Bastions. There's something going on.
I've heard everything I need to hear for the time being.
No.
The Bastion is dying as it is.
And it ain't even about the Blood War thing. I mean, yeah, it's that. I mean, if that is happening, that's a lot bigger than Halcyon. But what's happening right now in Halcyon is a demon problem. You have to know how to fight them. The devils do. So
And Monifa, I'm guessing you also contacted
I did what's best.
the quill. Then, all right,
Halcyon.
great. Yes, the quill.
Okay, guess what?
Excellent.
I didn't talk about nothing with this cat. I just want you to know, she's just smart. That's all.
Well, I'm sure both of your proclivities for leaning towards the darkness are well established, and you required no collusion whatsoever.
I will tell you right now, it ain't nothing about no darkness. I hate the devils, and I just hope. I don't like them. I don't like them, and I hope
Hey, yo.
Hey.
they're gonna get theirs. That's all. They're gonna get theirs.
And Cassius,
Well, it's wonderful to know that I have such wonderful allies on my side now. To know where your allegiance lies. That's fantastic.
Cassius.
Oh, yes. Dezel, of course. I don't have much choice in that matter.
You're really trying my patience. Well then, this does bring up an interesting conundrum. They received 7 messages.
How did this?
Yes.
How
Exactly.
did this happen?
Do you know how they voted for? How they tricked Dezel? He looks directly at Monifa and then Karma.
I don't know.
I didn't even know this was all happening before we all found it out together.
Well, they're telling the truth.
I was shocked when I heard 7 too, because I know for a fact I weren't one of those.
Perhaps we should. I don't suppose it could be. Do you think it's an anonymous process? Anyone could have come in there and reported to Dazel in our place, and they would have been none the wiser. Perhaps the devil, the quill, sent into patsies to report into the arbitration chamber.
Opis looks at Monifa and Karma and says, "How did you cast your vote?"
I just. I mean, I just said
suppose
it.
like everyone else.
Yeah.
For
I walked in.
For thoroughness' sake, please tell me every step.
I don't remember, Obese. I had a long night. I'm drunk. Listen.
You
I
start by
remember-
walking through door,
Yeah, I walked through door, huh?
Indeed.
and then
And
you
then-
are asked for who
We
you
were
vote,
asked,
Yeah, who I vote for, huh?
and I gave the answer.
which is
So what? We
What's
understood.
best
What?
for Halcyon.
I asked for full detail.
I
Every
think-
detail count. For whom did you say you vote?
The bigger question is, why is
Please.
it such a problem to tell us?
What?
Besides the question, whom did you say you vote?
The devils?
The quill.
Said
Oh,
the
yeah.
words devils, the quill. Okay.
No, I probably.
I do not
said-
expect this to be duplicity. I am asking for a straight question. I appreciate answer. Thank you. And then
Then I got the fuck out of there.
you exactly left.
Yes.
Yes.
He turns back to everybody else and said, I had to present my badge.
Oh fuck! Wait, did I have to do that?
Did you all have to? And he looks at everybody else.
I think we did, right? That's like a
Yeah,
part
I
how
don't-
you activate it.
I honestly don't remember.
You would have, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, we did that as well.
So
Yeah,
they-
So that tells us another important clue. Whoever reported in had some sort of functioning badge or facsimile of such.
The fact that it was at a rundown Church of Joaquin's is the problem. The fact that place is so dilapidated and kind of off the grid. Look at where we were at. That's the thing that concerns me the most.
What are our badges made out of, Jason? Like, what kind of metal are they made out of?
Feels like a very flim version of make a check. Make some type of,
Okay.
maybe like a nature or something. check.
Nature.
Or if you can convince me otherwise, I'll take others.
I just can't think of anything else.
I think
that-
nature would work the
that
best.
I
Yeah.
could use for this.
That makes sense, yeah.
Well, I have no idea. It is shiny and prosperous.
I'll
Yeah.
try.
Hard to
It's like a
tell,
fruit.
Raph.
7. No.
I got it. Hold
Shit.
on, I'm curious
Oh,
now.
Vip.
Oh, Vip's got it.
We also, as Bastion members, we can assess value of things. We have advantage on investigation checks for that.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I don't care about the value of it. I just care about what it is.
As you study this, Vip, you get the sense that this is probably some type of probably just like some type of sheet metal, a very thin layer of it. Maybe even aluminum.
Oh, it's not even like gold or anything?
No, it's not gold.
Well, there goes my theory.
It's a kid's toy, looks like.
This is something we should keep an eye on. Perhaps we should gather more information. Nevertheless, needless to say, Karma,
Raphael, it's not what you think. It's
Anifa,
not.
I'm very disappointed in both of your judgment.
No,
I'm
no.
so broken up to hear that.
Raphael, you didn't answer either. Your zone of truth.
But of course, Bastion.
Just making sure.
But
Surprised we didn't go with that.
allow me.
Whatever she was.
I have explained myself. She is a false prophet and one that seeks to lead us astray with kind, honeyed words that shall intoxicate us and stray us from the path. Do not trust her. But also don't trust the Quills either, clearly, because they're fucking devils!
Okay, but listen, the Resplendent is using the demons, and who's to say that a bigger, badder demon than her isn't gonna come up and then take over all the pacified demons that she has? But then listen to this, the devils know how to deal with the demons, and obviously there's some demons in the Bastion right now, and if we know the devils are all in power, how much more amazingly easy would it be to bring your witchfinders in, right? And just take care of them, huh?
No, you cannot allow corruption to take root. Do you allow a lawn to overgrow with weeds before you begin pulling them? No! You rip them out immediately and do not deal with them. You stop the problem before it becomes too late.
We're three shades of a blood war here. It's some high holy archon, a bunch of demons and devils, and the poor Bastion stuck in the middle. Who knows what they would do at the end of it, but there's no way that a devil is going to run this place.
Well, I mean, no, not for long, but listen, I think the Bastion is good as gone now. If
Sebastian is dying as
we take care of the demon problem, the devil problem, and then after we take care of the demon problem, we can take care of the devil problem.
Did you hear what they were doing to people?
Whoa.
Obese
We all
takes a
heard.
pause to say, remember where we are standing. Perhaps this is a discussion for another place.
Indeed.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we've said enough for the time being, and
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and I'll lower the zone of truth.
All right.
Don't be like that, Raphael, just because I voted devil.
My job is to come at people. That's what I do.
We have learned
Shake hands.
your duplicity has revealed something deeper. That is something we can all be thankful for.
When we are on, let's say, more solid ground, I have a proposal to make, but let's get a little distance away from this place first.
Like,
You guys all head towards the ferry, and Flourishes welcomes you on aboard. Still checking each of your badges as you get on board, and then with a whip of the reins, the large seahorse began pulling you through the waters. And within about 30 or so minutes, you begin to reach the Gilded Harbor and dry land.
you said he was inspecting the badges?
Yeah, he's just making sure, even on the estate, that he's checking each one.
Yeah, I'd like to ask him about them.
Sure.
If we can kind of do this in a broad stroke rather than RP. If there's anything that identifies them as legit versus forged.
He mentions they have a very distinct arcane enchantment to each of them.
Are they personal or are they like per squad? How identifiable are they to the man?
There is he tells you that as far as he knows, there's a certain amount of connection between a particular holder of the card and the magic infused in it. So it is likely a very specific card per person. That you can't just give your card to somebody else. And he tells you this because it is tied to your bank account.
Yeah. And who monitors the transactions, as it were, the uses of it? And who set up the system? I guess those are two different questions that may be the same.
He says the Guilder can set it all up, and only the very special selected Seer Gold Eye, that are some of the highest ranking members of Bastion, oversee all transactions.
Okay. Thank you. And he gives them same standard tip. I think it was 3 GPs.
He nods and says thanks. And with that, about half an hour passes, and you guys find yourselves stepping off of the boat on the docks on dry land, back on Halcyon proper, after leaving the reservoir.
Really starting to hate the boat rides. So do we need to go somewhere to talking? Cause if we do, I'll volunteer.
Where was this boat taking us?
Back to Halcyon proper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're on the estate where Dazel is.
It's like
the
a
estate island thing.
Plateau-like island, yeah.
I think it would be best if we change locations to keep them guessing. Whoever might be following us.
Very well. Karma, you volunteered.
Let's go.
Oh.
All right. Everyone, if they are in agreement, follow Karma. Karma, where is your place of residence, and what does it look like?
Hers would probably be on top side, I think.
Okay. So, guys don't have to switch. You're already here topside.
And I actually have a little thing about what it looks like.
Ooh.
Well, what the inside looks like. It probably looks like, a normal Halcyon house, home, blends in. However, on the inside is a lavish, cozy home, decorated with ornate rugs, tough emerald velvet seating, a fireplace carved with intricate designs of cherub kobolds and goblins, and randomly placed, almost certainly empty wine bottles. An interesting clash that everyone notices is a table of what seems to be mundane goods. Tomes, stacked upon tomes, shields, boots, gloves, swords, and daggers, and small crystal-like knickknacks. Don't mind the far wall, just stuff from the old peddling days. It ain't bugged, I promise. Come on in. Bathroom's down the hall.
How decadent.
Her neighbors are probably devils. They can hear right through the walls.
You are really always trying to fight me, Cassius. I don't even know my neighbors like that.
I have a proposal.
I walk up to...
Oh, go ahead, Manif.
Oh, it was just for flavor. Go ahead. Nothing important.
That's okay. I have a proposal. Thus far, the quill is clearly filled in on the goings-on, and we have accurately filled in Dazel. I think the best thing we can do until we can come to a consensus on what should happen to the fate of Halcyon is make sure the third party is filled in as well. Now, for obvious reasons, I am bringing this forward so it does not appear as if I am aiding a similar moral standpoint. With all of our permissions together, perhaps we should also clue in the Resplendent on everything that has happened. That way, at least she knows who she's dealing with, and hopefully the three of them butting heads will buy us some time. However, I understand if this raises suspicion amongst you.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Why?
I am not wishing to inform those who might kill me.
You think the Resplendent will kill you?
I wish I knew that she did not.
Interesting. Take out my book and write down some stuff.
Yeah.
Very well.
The three
I will not go against the wishes of the group.
the three of you would have heard this too, Cassius, but amongst you, especially Raphael OBs, Darvile did mention that it is always possible to contact the other two factions whenever you would like, provided they're available, and specifically to get more information regarding whatever assignments you may be going on if you choose to. So it's just an option.
Do we think she would have more than a reasonable amount of information on this gig?
In this scenario, no, but in the future, perhaps so.
I will not look a gift horse in the mouth if we need one.
We can cross that bridge when we come to it. Go ahead.
We have no clue what she knows. She might know something about what's going on there. I don't want to talk to her, but if any of you choose to, that's your own decision, I guess.
Oh, I think it's a bad idea.
So's talking to devils and informing them and putting your pot with them. Again, you know what they've done to people.
I do, but I know what... Listen, I know what they can't do. You don't get rid of the demons? That's a big problem, right?
And they get rid of the Bastion, too.
Well,
They've seen it firsthand.
But Halcyon would remain.
And as long as we keep
Halcyon
it
is
under
more than
control,
the Bastion.
yeah, as long as we know the devils are there. Raphael, you have like a whole church or guild or whatever, like, right?
I'm a witchfinder errant. I operate independently.
Holy shit.
I'm not from an organization. An angel sent me here.
What?
Yeah, did I not mention the ether bender I was on? And then an angel came to me and told me I had a holy mission to accomplish. And clearly it was correct, for here I am on a demon-slaying mission.
Oh, you're just a drug addict.
No, of course not.
Angel dust. Gotcha.
I eldritch blast the wall. See, look.
Hey.
Power from my patron, the angel.
Watch your hands. Watch your magic.
Sorry. Prestidigitation. I cleaned the wall off. I cleaned the radiant scorch mark I just placed on the wall off.
With all due respect, everyone, the art of the deal, the more information you give out, the less leverage you have. So if we're going to talk to the Resplendent, please make sure that we have a foot to stand on in the future.
I'm not knowing how you end up at that conclusion with that remark. But I agree that we not speak to her before we meet.
Halcyon can burn for all I give a damn, but the people here deserve a chance to either live or get away from it. Should you incite a devil-angel demon war?
That's why we have to get rid of the demons and then get rid of the devils. And Raphael was part of my plan to get rid of the devils, and now...
We can get rid of that angel, too, for all I care.
I'm quite skilled at eliminating devils, but I can't take an entire clan of them on my own.
Exactly.
I mean, I never said I was anything other than a witchfinder errant. The errant part is the key operating word there. I'm not a witchfinder general. I'm a witchfinder errant.
Shut up, Raphael. Just shut up.
Words mean things, Karma.
You're telling me.
They often do.
Well, here's the things, guys. We need to figure out our story for Dizelle.
That is true.
Because
I mean, that's easy.
They were already pretty angry that Raphael didn't vote for them, even though Raphael said he was helping them.
I actually did, which is very illuminating. In fact, actually, that's a good point. It must be anonymous to them, otherwise she would have known I was lying outright when I said I didn't vote for them.
Yes.
And they already know that something weird is happening with the votes. So they might figure it out in the future.
What about Mr. Cogwheel? Did he vote?
Mr. Cogwheel did not vote.
To that end,
The machine isn't sentient like that.
To that end, my my theory is incomplete, but since we are speaking of them, it must have intercept between where we cast and where it is tallied. It is the only way that it can become anonymous, and also for these things to be redirected or additioned or subtraction. These things, they do not happen on the inside.
I had a wonderful idea. Sure, let's speak to the devils and the angels. Let's tell them whatever the hell we want. Whatever goes on inside of that estate or whatever. Let them know, oh, there was fire and chaos and there were fish people walking on their hands. Tell them whatever you want to. Let's see what happens when we give them a little false information.
A little false information is one thing. If we completely come up with a ridiculous story, we will quickly erode any trust that we have earned.
No, what I'm saying, I mean, to an extent.
Is this something you are wishing to do?
Me personally, I don't know, but I'm throwing it out as a suggestion. If we keep something close to the vest, maybe a specific detail or something very important, we can give a gist of it to whoever we choose to vote for or put our money with. It's simply a way to mess with them and see what comes out on the other end.
To elaborate, there is a way to leak specific wrong information to people to see who's getting what out. So if we want to feed them bad information too on purpose, we definitely know where our leaks are.
I do agree. However, I do not know that there is a transmission of information further than whom you vote for. It seems to be that you are tallied knots and crosses for whom you report. I don't know that a delicate operation of, like you guys were describing, can be accomplished with such a narrow band.
All things to keep in mind, though. All things to keep in mind. I guess for the time being, we have a party to get ready for. That's how long until that, Jason?
You guys have, I don't remember what I said last session, you guys have 24 hours. Pretty sure that was it.
We got a bit.
Yeah, you guys got a full day.
Yes, I think that we also need to plan for the next report.
I think the best thing we could do is complete this business operation that they have us working on. The deal of 12 to 16% leasing of Bastion Spelljammers or whatever. That'll at least keep the Bastion on our side if we can get that done. I think anything else is secondary to them, honestly.
But we're getting it done. We're getting it done.
Okay, good. So you, the face, you guys, you're gonna get it done with the deal. And then the cats, myself, we're gonna go sneak into the back. And I think Alloy has a map of the place.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
It would be a shame if this wine got tampered with, or maybe an extra bottle with a little truth serum happened to fall into it.
Coming from the bastions. Don't anything crazy in there that's gonna,
That's a good point. They will know that it could cause issues for the Bastion if we put anything strange in the wine.
That's true. Maybe we should analyze the wine. Can anybody see magic or detect it?
Raises hands.
You want to check this stuff and see if it's, I don't know, something's wrong with it or the money that we have for them?
Do we have the package already?
Yeah, you guys have the package with you.
Oh, I thought we had to pick that up somewhere. Okay.
No, they brought it to you before you left the estate.
I will detect magic on this. I'll get out and I'll look at each bottle and I'll look at the all the other stuff in the care package and see if anything is magical.
Sure. The wine there is 3 bottles of wine. They are titled Zolassen Vendimia wine. And as you run a hand over both of them and 3 solid bullion pieces kind of stacked in a trifecta. There does not seem to be any detection of magic from any of them.
It seems untampered with. Of course, if it's poisoned, detect magic wouldn't catch that, but I don't think they're poisoned.
Obese looks at Karma and Vip. These names, are they good ones?
Oh, let me. I want to take the wine. I want to look at it. Let me see.
I would look as well. I feel like Manufa would have an idea.
History check, I guess.
History check would totally work.
Oh shit.
Investigation?
Investigation would probably work, yeah.
All wine is good wine, sir.
Add a D4, Kevin, to yours.
Add D4.
Waiting.
18.
Oh,
Okay.
he's manually.
Karma, both you and Monifa take a look at the wines, and you too, Vip. The name sounds familiar, Vip, but you don't really gather anything beyond that. You've probably seen plenty of alcohols pass by through your days. Karma and Monifa, you have heard of this brand before, maybe even tasted it before. It is just a very bougie elven wine that many of the higher ups here have. You probably sip some, maybe even have a bottle stashed somewhere, Monifa, somewhere in your crib.
This chick gets imported from Jadra. It's all right. It's one of the top ones, I guess. Normal, common tops. Not poisoned, probably. Can I check the bottle for
very
tamper?
expensive wine. From those checks, you can check that, Karma. I'm just saying real quick. From those two checks, because you got such high rolls, Karma and Monifa, you guys imagine that each of these singular bottles is likely about 2,500 apiece.
It's all right. It's all right.
I am thinking that the wines is just the wines.
Yes, I agree. There's nothing to be seen here. They really, I'm sure, want this business deal to go down without a hitch. But we should still keep our eyes out for fiends. After all, that's what our job is.
Yes, your main thing is to do the deal perfectly. Do what you have to do to get it done. Just keep your eye out for the fiends. That's all you gotta do.
That's all. How hard could it be?
Don't say that.
You also may want to fill Monifa in, or Kevin in rather, on the situation between the factor of only 4 of you being the front-facing members of this
meanwhile,
congratulatory party.
Doing that. You, Mama Cat, you, me, and Baby Cat, we're gonna go in a different way. We're gonna probably, let's say, blend in with the other tabaxi. They have servants' quarters.
I guess it doesn't really make sense for me to have the map now, does it, Jason?
We can say that because you already did your checks, that you can spend the next couple hours while everyone is hanging out and having this conversation. You're like towards the back with an open scroll out, doing a bit of checking and scribbling a basic layout of the basic framework and blueprint of this area. So under your guys in your journals, under your party belongings, is a map of the Glamourpuss estate. At least what looks to be a floor of it.
And
This is the good works.
Yeah. Every mana has help.
Yes. I am noticing the whole east-western side is the staffs. That would be a good place to enter for you, dirty tabaxi.
Whoa.
I mean to say you should be dirty to get in there. Not that you are. Oh, jeez. I am going to go.
Karma goes to her table, finds one of the tomes, looks at OBs, takes out a pen, and starts writing in the tome.
This is not what I'm meaning. I'm meaning you should be the dirties. And that I mean covered in the dirt.
Yeah, we'll be the dirties.
Oh, good. I am never going to hear end of this.
There seems to be a stable up there. Do we want to go in that way?
Oh.
Yes, that will get you nice and dirty, Raphael.
It might be a good place to start.
I hate to impose or ask any of you fine felines to, and devil woman, to perhaps sign a page in my book. I might be able to communicate with you subtly while we deal with things. You might be able to communicate and reply back to me.
Well, these things are not a problem. Obese has, like, telepathy that's insane. I can tag, like, 3 or 4 different people.
Okay, alright.
But if you want the backups, this is a good alternative.
Mama Cat, you should sign that book. You know, for communication stuff.
Yeah, I already signed it. It's perfectly fine. I don't feel any different. He just has my autograph. It's totally normal.
Completely harmless. I write a message, it goes to you. You don't have to do anything other than just reply. 25 words or less.
It is a useful thing. Obese is signing.
This cat's like...
I suppose it would be useful.
You know what? I'll go ahead and sign it. I'll sign it.
Baby Cat's gonna sign the book.
Excellent, thank you. Just your name, that's it? Wonderful.
If you do anything to the baby cat, I'm gonna kill you. I just want you to know that right now.
Whoa, easy.
Well, here's the other question, guys. What are we looking for when we go in? Where are we gonna go?
I suppose we should be sussing out evidence of fiends?
Yes.
But...
devil things.
And there should be, you know, Obies or Cash should let us know whenever the deal is done, or let us know anything notable, where to go,
If we could find some sort of living quarters, there might be information.
Oh, the staff. You can go to the staff quarters. There's gossip. I'm sure there's gossip in staff quarters.
This is true as well. Staff usually know more than a lot of people give them credit for.
Holy shit.
You are the sneaky sort, yes? He looks at Manifa.
The darkness. It's the safest place. No one will find it.
My comment is not so good. That is a yes?
Yes.
Very excellent.
She's a shadow.
Perhaps you check the upstairs while they look at the downstairs the staff is. I wish that you do not overextend, mind you. You must have a escape route. But more eyes in more places, yes?
Oh, getting in and out of any place is easy enough.
Okay, if you get caught, can you talk your way out of situations?
I have a pretty good way of getting out of things.
Okay, no, alright.
I have my ways.
Alright, as long as they're non-violent, I trust you.
So what's our story? Why are we here?
You're the help. Well, at least the new hires, I suppose, is your story.
So, should we disguise ourselves as the help?
Oh, absolutely.
We will buy disguises when we get to there. We will find local disguises. We will not buy them here.
I'm gonna be a fuzzy tabaxi.
We will buy something non-discreet.
Oh,
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Or discreet, rather, yes.
So should I buy a disguise kit or whatever it's called or not?
Yeah. I mean, they're always useful.
Yeah.
If you can use it.
I'll probably buy one then.
Yes.
Oh. Raphael takes out his backpack and pulls out his lantern and holds it up to Manifa's like, no. Holds it up to Karma's like, no. Here, you, that tiny cat. And he hands it to Aloy, says, this lantern, and he kind of shows her how it works. It's a hooded lantern. If it turns green, it means there is a fiend nearby. Use it to learn if you're in danger. And keep it safe. It's bright, and you can't turn it off. It just always works. So keep it in a bag or something when you're just walking around.
Okay.
I expect it back unharmed after the mission.
Sure.
It's my one worthwhile possession in this entire world. Please don't harm it.
I take it. I just kind of like put it in a bag and was sure.
Puts it in the bag with the chicken.
No.
Okay.
One thing I was thinking for getting in is, in these sort of situations with a sort of guests coming, the family of the house may hire temporary extra help for the situation, for the event.
Caterers. Yeah, caterers.
Could be an excellent cover story.
Yes, a very good one. Excellent.
I'm,
We all have our directives. We know what the VIP will do. We know what the cats will do.
The dirties. Team
The
dirties.
dirties will do. Oh, good. The only
Yeah.
thing left to decide is when and if things go wrong, for whom, how we get out.
well, so Mr. Cogwheel, he's kind of noisy. He's not good at sneaking around. Plus, he looks a little weird. I was gonna leave him outside.
Yes.
Um,
Leave him outside. If something
you-
goes wrong, baby cat, I
He'll
can grab him.
contact me somehow.
Now, I saw this in an old serial once, where they hid somebody underneath like a cart that had a tablecloth on it. You could put Cogwheel in there and wheel him in, you know, and then just have like one of those big serving pontoons on top, like you're the caterers or something.
And
Yeah,
if
but
we
don't
need,
they usually get caught in those cereals?
Yes, but there's always a thrilling escape, and everyone lives happily ever after.
and nothing is more thrilling than giving Mr. Cogwheel a handful of grenades to hide underneath. Should things go wrong,
No. If things
Don't you guys think he should stay outside?
yes,
Sure, nothing weird happens outside.
Oh, all right.
I
All
do
right.
indeed think that you
Yeah.
should stay outside.
Yeah.
My point exactly that which distractions we need and which distractions we do not. Exactly the kind of like blowing the things up, bad distraction. It makes chaos, bad chaos.
yes. A friendly reminder. This is 10,000 gold on the line, so let's ace it, please.
I still have Sparky. He can go do things.
Yeah, he's a cute little flutterbug.
Well, this is what I am asking. What kind of distractions we can plan?
Well, if everything goes south, I will count on Pelor's incandescence to guide us to perdition.
That is less solid than I was hoping for, but I like your spirit.
You just have to have faith.
It goes
Well,
south.
And
It-
your invisible helper get you out of danger.
Yes.
Yeah,
I need
We can always cause some kind of commotion, I'm sure.
Very good. If we think we can improvise, I am happy with that answer.
I do have to do some shopping, but I might be able to summon a little assistance.
If we are assailed by guards, I will simply command them to leave us alone. It works every time.
Oh.
Very well.
And usually the diplomats are taken captor. I'm willing to take that risk, seeing as I'm negotiating a deal here. If they want to try and, hold me hostage for a ransom or something, I guess that's okay. It's not going to do them any good, but it's all right.
Your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
Thank you. Let Master P know that I tried really hard and I plan on tithing once we get this 10G.
Opie's leans to whoever's closest and said, "We have to kill him if he gets captured. He will scream. He will scream as soon as they touch you."
I know the squealers, and he's a squealer.
Sounds like you're tithing one off, buddy. That's a little dangerous.
I've been known to do that too.
Listen, nobody's gonna get caught. It's all gonna go fine. If it does go
Jeez.
south,
It will not, but if it does,
we'll escape.
Do any of you have any flashy magic? Anything exciting?
I Eldritch blast the wall again.
No,
Swear to God, Angel Face.
These are the things that I was asking. Yes, we have all plenty of distractions. We have the magic hands. We have the magic... He points at Monifa and then stops himself mid-sentence. We have the robots. We have plenty of distractions. I think we are good.
I think so. I think so. I think I have the utmost confidence in our respective abilities.
And should
points of business.
Yes, should we get caught and it turns south, goes sideways, we burn it to the ground, leave no evidence.
We exactly do not do these things. I'm glad you brought that up.
If there are demons or devils, we burn it to the ground and leave no evidence.
Moby starts handing out little pills. Put these under your tongue. If you get caught, if you do not wish to be found, then crack this. Do not do before. Do not do before. Do not have fun. Do not drink too much. Only after you cut.
Is this like drugs?
This is not like, yes, this is like drugs, but not good drugs.
Give me that bit. Don't.
I admit I like the burning to the ground aspect, but I'm not so keen on the destruction of any and all evidence aspect of your plan.
Oh, evidence, we were there. As for anything else, we'll take with us.
You guys are supposed to be the face. What are you doing wrong where you have to blow something up? We're the ones in the back sinking around. You guys literally have nothing to worry about.
And if you see the place on fire, you'll know to run.
Yes.
Obi leans the other way and says, if we even look like we're getting cut, we kill this guy first.
The list of people to kill if we get caught is growing. It's like...
It is beyond...
It's like the beginning of the Dark Knight where we're just like fucking off each other one by one.
Everyone's got their own little book of list of secrets. He's just got a list of kill targets.
All right. So, smooth talkers, you're gonna talk smooth, and you're not gonna blow anything up. And then the dirties gonna do the sneaking, and we're gonna worry about if we need to escape. All right? So, we'll let you know.
Great.
No explosions. No killing nobody. And we get the $10,000. At the end, we ace it. All right? Make the deals. That's all you got.
No killing anyone except for fiends. Got it.
Or anybody that's on his list. Got it.
Got it.
I need a glass of wine.
Oh, look, she's tithing one off too.
Make that too.
If they're all
I just
drinking,
hand Obi the bottle. I grab a bottle like literally under the couch, and I hand him a bottle, and I have another bottle in my hand. It's just there's wine everywhere.
When they start drinking, Cass
that.
walks out.
yeah, Vip will fly over to Raphael, kind of one to run interference, but two to talk to him to let everybody else drink.
Love a glass.
Oh, well, I'll have one as well. We have a good 24 hours until our assignment, and as far as I can tell, we're in a relatively safe place.
Oh yeah, it's super safe. I don't want to live in no place dangerous. What are you kidding? I sleep.
As soon as they start drinking, Cass walks out the door and leaves.
Oh, you are such a party pooper.
Kaz is straight edge, dude.
He wants to fight me all the time. I don't want him in my house anyway. Good riddance, Gaz. There's something up with him.
Yes.
There's nothing up with him. He's just who he is.
Is there something up with him?
No.
Is there something up with him? Quill conspirator karma?
Listen, I'm afraid for my life. I'm afraid for my life. I want to vote for be able to help me.
This is how devils ensnare you. I just want you to know. The easiest path is often the path to the 9 hells. It seems convenient. It seems too good to be true because it is.
Listen, I don't want nothing to do with no hells. I want the exact opposite. I don't want nothing to do with it. I just think that they're gonna help me the most. They're gonna help us the most. And they're easier to, I mean, we're all gonna know where they are, once they're in power. We can, I mean, you must have some kind of friends that can help crusade against this kind of thing.
Oh, yes,
Right.
of course. I am friends with the Lord, and he will guide my hand.
Why? Why?
Opie stands up abruptly and says, well, okay. Remember the things you are needing to buying. You need the potions, you need the distractions, and we buy costumes when we get there, okay? We see you, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Get out of my house, Raphael.
All right, I'll finish my wine first.
Everyone go home and make sure you're not followed.
You guys finish off your wine and head to your different homes.
I have to go shopping for one quick thing.
Are we kicked out as well?
Yeah, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, pussycats. Sorry, it's just not the night. Maybe another night.
I was gonna whisper GM this, but
Not like
Obese follows Cassius home.
Ooh.
That's why he wanted to get out so fast.
Yep, guys, she said all cats leave. Wrap it up. Everybody go home. Come on, time to leave.
Let's stay as long as the angel face, drink
I
the
flicked
wine,
the
have a
fairy.
good time. Flick the fairy. Just, you can't stay here over the night. That's all I know.
My meow.
Oh,
Why'd you do that? We were getting along so nice.
Were we?
Oh, but you can't.
Alright, come. I guess we'll catch up another time.
All right, Mama Cat.
It's good to see you.
Nice seeing you, Mama Cat. You too, baby cat. Talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right. You guys head out. Obese, are you trying to be stealthy following Cassius home, or are you making known that you're following him?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, yeah. Stealth.
What's stealth versus Cass's passive perception? Unless Cass would be specifically keeping an eye out on the way home.
Not for him. I mean, I'd use passive perception.
Okay.
Naturally looking around paranoid, but no.
So what's your passive, and then we'll have Obese stealth.
It's only 11.
I am telling you to make sure you're not follows. That's a crit.
Oh, nice.
Well, I mean, you love to see it.
You stay in the shadows, Obese, using the alleyways and portions here. It's a little tough to do because you're on top side and the sunlight is out. But as a matter of fact, because you're on top side where most of the business happens, you kind of mingle in with the people on the street shifting through. And it doesn't look like Cassius picks up any notice of you. Cassius, do you want to tell us where you end up going as Obese follows?
I'm gonna choose a place or two, but I mean, this is up to you wherever you think they would have this. Peeper's gem stand or any other place. I need to get a spell component store, whichever one of those fits best. I need to get a skull gilded, a gilded skull in gold, 300 gold worth. It's for a spell.
I'm sure that's fine.
I know it's an odd request, but I mean, I'll bluff away.
There's like a weird curio shop that loves to just like drip anything in gold just because everything else here is made of gold, and they are happy to sell that to you for 300 bits. You kind of like stare through the glass watching him do this, Obese, and see that he is handed off a golden skull that he kind of carries with him and puts into his packs as he begins to head out of the shop.
Oddities, oddities.
Do you continue following after he does this?
Yeah, all the way home.
All right. Where do you go from there, Cassius?
Bottom side. Kind of the outskirts, I guess, if you will, if there are any. Couple black, dark alleyways into a first floor at the bottom of, I guess, like an apartment or just some large building.
Sure.
No windows, just a door with a kind of like a metal slat that you open to get inside.
You watch Obese as you scout this area, seeing the details that Slim pointed out as the door shuts behind him.
You just turn around to see him like in his like Dick Tracy coat, like silhouetted in the alley. And he puts away a cigarette and he goes, Very good, Cass. That doesn't happen.
Can it though? Can it?
I'm starting the stream over. All right. So does that end your hunt, Obese, or are you trying to stick your nose in more?
Oh, this is fine. I know where most of my team lives now.
Oh God.
I am starting spy networks around all of their homes.
Holy shit!
For good reasons. It's best that I know what happens there.
Oh man.
You can trust me with information.
So,
Oh, trustworthy.
as you all know, this place is, I guess I can't really say tidally locked because there's not really a tide per se here, but you know it's constant day and night whatever side you are on. So besides you deciding to get your rest whenever you want, we will say that a couple hours later, between each of your own places of residence, you receive a note underneath your doors. Karma, you receive 2. Everyone receives together, collectively, a note that is addressed to you from Bullionaire Bastion. Not from Dazel, but just from Bullionaire Bastion, mentioning that you're going to be going to the Glamourpuss estate to bring along some souvenirs and things to kind of just give them a congratulation, as well as bringing up the potential business deal with them that they may find interesting and want to partake in. It mentions to you that in about 12 or so hours, a carriage on Luckside, and it gives you the directions where to go once you go to Luckside, that a carriage is going to pick you all up and take you to the front gates. And it seems to go in very interesting detail, laying out the fact that the estate is actually on a piece of property that's relatively large. It is gated with a 15-foot tall gate. There are guards that surround the gate at a perimeter of about every 50 feet or so. And the estate is in the center of the property, putting a distance from the estate to the outside gating of about 300 or so feet. The carriage will take you inside between the 2 iron cast doors where 2 guards are situated at, and the carriage driver, who is part of Bullionaire Bastion, will lead you up to the front steps to allow the 4 of you who are part of the congratulatory team to introduce yourselves and be entered into the estate. It strangely mentions that the carriage will sit around for another minute or so before finally pulling off and heading back. And all you will need to do is either ask the owners of the Glamourpuss estate to summon a carriage for you again. They have the means to do so, or the note mentions find other ways to get off the property. Also,
What do you mean by that?
Karma, you have a second note that seems to be some type of like noise complaint.
Oh, fucking.
That just mentions that if you are as noisy as you were the previous night, there may be a fine involved. Seems like your neighbors were a little unhappy about everything that happened.
Oh my god, I'm fucking. Is there a price in here? Is there a price in here?
There's no fee yet. There's no
All
fine,
right.
I should say. It's just warning, hey, don't do it again.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be banging on the walls, you heathen.
Fucking ASMR and your Eldritch blasts.
So you guys have probably a good 12 to 13 hours if you want to do anything else before it is time for the carriage to approach on Luck's side, for you to all enter or not enter, depending on how you wish to tackle this, and carry this out. What do you want to do?
How long does it take from the carriage to the estate?
The note would be pretty detailed. So the note would mention that from the carriage pickup to the estate would be 6 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, not bad.
Nice.
So I only have an hour of tabaxi time. So I think that should. Okay, I'll dress in a coat, put a big old hood on, and then I'll turn into a tabaxi in the carriage, I think.
Makes sense.
You guys get the sense that the carriage is owned by Bullionaire Bastion, so if you need to do secret stuff in or around the carriage, that you're fine to do so.
Okay.
Can we making a secret compartment?
You don't know that. I mean, possibly. You just haven't seen the carriage yet.
I think Obies would suggest that we look and see if we can modify the carriage to hide somebody. And then suggest that the cats, the dirties, go and do like a quick recon around the place. To familiar yourself. Know where you are going to be.
Mark?
It is not fun.
Oh shit. Yeah, the ones that aren't supposed to be puns are usually the funniest ones. Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Should be simple enough.
As for the rest of you, ice cream and pizza?
Ooh, pizza.
We will need to be eating.
I like ice cream and pizza.
Offer the wine, tell them congratulations, be really happy for them, and then get the business.
It is probably a good idea if I do as little talking as possible.
Oh, by the way, if you ever scream in my house again and I get fined, it's your ass and you're paying the money.
Don't blame me for the state of your hovel just because I'm an easy scapegoat.
Must be all those demonic rituals in the evening to talk to the devils.
Indeed, indeed.
Alright, we will meet back here when the carriages arrive. Goodbye, I hate you all.
Just to be above board, I altered the contract.
Yes.
I try to grab the pixie, like I try to grab him.
He'll let you grab him. It's perfectly fine.
You altered the contract. I altered the contract. What did you do to the contract?
You can read it if you want to.
I slowly let him go.
Longer next time. It's right here.
What does
it's
it
right
say?
here. It's simply it's just to make sure that everybody is reading it. It's to make sure the Tabaxi read it, and it's to make sure the Bastion read it. It simply says at the bottom, once they sign the contract, they have to say aloud, "Mew, mew, mew, let this deal be true." If they don't sign it, the contract is null and void. If they don't read it, then we know they're not paying attention. If the Bastion doesn't read it, then we know they're not paying attention because they're not going to get mad at me for altering the contract. But nothing is going to happen with the numbers. Everybody gets what they want. It's simple. It's just like, you know, when you want them at a concert, you want them to have all the same color candy in the dish at the beginning. It's just to make sure they're taking care of all the safety precautions. It's just the same thing. It's a rider. It's no big deal.
Candy at a concert. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know, the crazy thing is, like, it's half of a really good idea.
Yes.
It's the execution that I'm questioning.
Yes.
Maybe the words just a little less Tabaxi-like.
The very insulting mew mew, I believe, is the most objectionable part, if I'm honest.
Is that a cast meow? Is that a cuss word, Mama? I can't say mew. Is that cultural appropriation or something? I don't.
Just a sign that we were going to change it altogether.
I could change it back. I mean, it's not even gonna look like I touched it. I'm really, really good at this, but I'm just. Is that insensitive? My my munificent. Is it?
When was the last time you ever heard me say mew?
About 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, he just did. So.
Okay, all right.
Okay, we are going to check the carriage now. Goodbye.
Damn,
I'm
gonna kill him before we can even get anywhere.
Little one, is that Mom won't talk to me? I mean, is it bad? You tell me, right?
Vip, maybe change it to something a little more inconspicuous.
That is inconspicuous.
That's pretty conspicuous.
It's so they find it. It's completely ridiculous. If they don't find it, they're not reading it. I'll change it. What's acceptable? In the name of Master P, we want this deal to be like, what would you like them to say?
In the name of the Golden Mother. That's simple. That's something the Bastion would use. They affiliate with Joaquin.
Golden Mother.
Perfect.
Do it, brother. You got it. Okay, I got it. It's right here. It's done. They have to say it. They have to say it when they sign. Good brother. I like the way you think. Excellent. Thank you for saving me. I will note this when this is all done.
I love it.
Fine. No objections.
Perfect.
How about in the name of the Golden Mother, we agree with another?
Yeah, okay, deal. Changing it right now.
I'm basically a fae at this point. I'm basically a fae. That's all they gotta do. It's just rhyme, right?
Wait. If you want to talk to me when we're done with this, I could totally get you fae citizenship if you want. It'll be very simple. I've done this before at least one time.
So, does anyone need me to do anything specific? Otherwise, I'm just gonna be there ready to smite some demons if they show up.
Holy shit. You cannot smite any demons. Please don't smite me.
Oh, I'm not just gonna go around smiting stuff until I'm sure that they're demons. Don't worry.
Exactly. You have to make sure your target's proper. We don't want to...
It's a good thing the baby cat has a freaking lantern. Because you guys are going to be doing a deal, and that's all you're going to be doing.
All right, listen. Think of me as like a spiritual bodyguard. Like Obese is like a physical bodyguard. I'm a spiritual one. I'm only going to react if something needs reacting to.
Oh, Father, I brought an extra bottle of wine for this occasion this evening, and I just pull out a flask of holy water.
I'm a purse strings bodyguard. I make sure you get the max worth out of your deal.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Good gimmick, kid. Is the carriage here yet?
Does any of you do any of you need to do anything before the carriage arrives? Okay. If that's the case, you all head down to Lux. In a plaza-like area that has a few passerbys moving through it and await for the carriage to arrive. It isn't long now from the time denoted by the letter you all received that the carriage pulls up. It is standard Bullionaire Bastion fare, covered in all types of golden accents and white. There seems to be a carriage driver who looks like a dwarf, and two horses, very complete with golden accents covered on their barding, pulls up. He gives a nod and slips off and asks to check each of your badges. Mind if I take a look? He says.
But of course.
He takes a look at each of your badges, just verifying who you are, tapping his own to it, as similar to flourishes on the boat rides to and fro Dazel's estate. And after checking all 7 of you, he looks over at Sir Cogwheel, looks and says, seeing that Cogwheel is standing next to you, Aloe, and says, this yours?
Yeah, that's mine.
He kind of says, all right, well, go ahead and hop in the carriage. There's plenty of room in there, even with your little construct friend here. If you need to store any extra baggage, you'll find a compartment on the far end full of space for you. And he kind of begins shifting back up to the front and grabbing the reins. Once you're all in, I'll begin making our way there.
Excellent. I have a question for you, actually. Obese will actually distract him, but actually has something to ask him.
Sure. Of course, he says. And he seems to be kind of like just getting the reins and stuff ready.
Y'all go ahead. Mine's a
Love
short
and
question.
luggage. Would you like to take your seats?
Dirties, that's us.
Okay.
Squeezing in tights.
You guys, as you step in, it's that thing where like the velvet seating on the far end away from the front actually pulls up and reveals a compartment. This does seem to be a compartment for luggage. It's just very roomy, so it does look like 3 of you could fit inside.
I don't like it.
It's a little cramped, but it is possible.
Oh, we're gonna be in a moving vehicle in this tiny compartment. I don't like it.
Wait. Does Sir Cogwheel need to be in there?
That's up
He's
to
staying
you.
outside, right?
He's staying outside at the estate. We're not at the estate yet, right?
No, you're at a plaza where the carriage is going to take you to the estate.
He
Yeah,
can ride up front, right?
There seems to be plenty of room inside if you wanted him to stay out of the compartment.
We can put him.
Stay out of the compartment. I don't want it. I want some. Let's bring the room.
So I guess the 3 of us are gonna get nice and cozy.
Don't get too close to me. Don't take my air.
Put the robot in the cabin with us and let him out when we get there.
Okay.
The 3 of you.
Speaking of which, the 3 of you can all see in the dark, yes?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not you.
One of you can. Oh, wait, now you can super see in the dark. You can see 300 feet in dark.
Jesus.
And this is only for an hour. And then I also. You can all talk to me for 3 hours.
Man.
You can speak directly to me. Let me know if things go sideways.
Testing. OBs, hello, testing.
It has a built-in filter that filters out things that are not mission critical, so please do not test for no reason. I do not hear these tests. He starts to look it out at Karma and then avoids her gaze.
Are you sure you don't hear the tests? Tests, OBs?
No, I do not. Good.
What's happening?
The 3 of you kind of pack into the secret compartment. It's not terribly roomy, but you're all able to fit inside.
Okay, alright, just like 6 minutes away, right? That's all we gotta do is just 6 minutes away.
Luckily, being on Luck's side, there's no sun here, so there is a constant cool temperature. Despite being kind of packed in together, it's at least not overbearingly warm in here. Were you going to ask a question to the coach master, Obi?
Yeah, it's a real simple one. Does he have like something that he's checking our badges with, or is he just visually inspecting?
He's touching his own Bullionaire Bastion badge to each of yours.
Okay. I just want to ask him, what happens if we break these? I am noticing that this one is getting a little less shiny, and no matter what I do, I cannot buff.
He says, they could go through some wear and tear, but they're all pretty durable. You'd be hard-pressed to try and break one.
But let's hope not, eh?
They've been enchanted through multiple layers with all kinds of magic stuff, so if something happens to them, well, that'd be bad news, but you'd just have to file with Bastion to get a new one.
Very good. I just, these things I do not know.
Haven't heard many stories of any of them breaking, though, to be honest with you.
I am a big man. I have broken many things on accident.
I wouldn't try falling on this one by accident, if you can help it.
Wishing that.
Kind of
You see,
shifts.
my last badge I broke pretty good.
So you did break one.
It was not one of these. He will continue to just banter idly forever.
Okay. Everyone else shifts back into the carriage. Obi, as you get to the point where you feel like everyone is probably ready to go.
We need to get going. Let's go.
Yeah, the coach master's like staring at you like, all right, let's get going, he says. You all slip into the carriage.
But anyways, just one more story.
You can tell me inside the coach, he says, as he kind of ushers you inside.
Yes, okay.
And with that, you hear the crack of the reins and the clop of the horse hooves as you begin trotting down, headed towards the Glamourpuss estate. let's take a quick 5-minute break so I can go to the PP zone. We will be back and I'll transition maps.
So like I was saying, like the further north you go, the colder it gets.
We'll be right back, guys. Hang on.
I want to be in a small.
Okay. So you guys all found yourselves getting into the carriage. The carriage begins to clop along. Is there anything you guys do in the 6-minute journey up to the front gates?
Yes.
The holy book of pull out, and I am reciting scripture the entire time in that like barely audible low tone that's just annoying enough to be heard, but not loud enough to be like officially preaching.
Vip is going to do the exact same, but with the contract. Like legitimately just rehearsing the contract over and over again.
Karma is going to turn into a tabaxi. Little baby ginger tabaxi. These cats.
Cute.
And Obese continues to talk the ear off of the driver.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull out the cleansing stone and start cleaning off everybody lightly, making like mom getting them ready for a recital or something, making sure they look like they're nice and prepped, so I don't look like a bunch of shiftless hoodlums going into an estate.
Make a insight check, Obese. Go ahead, Amanda.
Insight checking.
At like the last minute, I'm gonna cast invisibility on Sparky.
Oh, okay, nice.
So if 14 doesn't work, I spend a side point to make it 12 or 20.
14 would work. The driver carries on conversation with you, but you are able to pick up through his cadence that he seems to be almost a little preoccupied. And with that check, you just probably get the sense that he's just kind of keeping his eyes out, you know, like he's doing his duty of just making sure no one stops him or gets in the way of getting you guys to the point where you need to go. The carriage, as you guys are kind of peeking out the curtained windows here at the sides, you can see the long, now gated area of the vast estate before you, kind of a rolling green out in front of you. And peeking ahead, you notice 2 large iron gates as the carriage comes to a stop. You can hear chatter between the coachmaster and what sounds like 2 guards. The guards come over and take a look. You hear a shifting up front, and the door pulls open, and you see 2 tabaxi guard along with the dwarven coachmaster. As the coachmaster just waves a hand, he looks to each of you guys and says, "Just preliminary." The 2 tabaxi guard kind of peek in and say, "Nice to meet you." And you notice they just kind of take a look around, notifying each of you. They point at the construct of Sir Cogwheel and say, "Whose is this?"
This is our butler, robot butler. He serves drinks.
Well, that's make a persuasion check. You're not lying per se at advantage. It's not really a lie.
Persuasion. Sure. Persuasion.
Whoa.
Oh.
14.
Oh shit. They kind of look and say, "Nice craftsmanship," and step back over, and you can see them waving you on in. "Welcome to the Glamourpuss Estate." And you feel the shifting weight of the front of the carriage as the dwarf gets back on and begins to pull you in after closing the doors. You hear the
yeah, Obese looks at Vip and says, "You are the talking one. You must start answering these, yes?"
I was right behind you on that one, but yes, I agree.
Very good.
Is there is the compartment like can I knock on it or something?
It's like it's you would like pull the actual like the velvet of the seating, you pull that up, you know, it's like a boat, you pull it up and there's storage underneath it, so they're like right there. They could probably hear you if you were to like talk, but definitely if you were to knock.
Hey, Aloy, do we just let this thing out to roam around, or what do we do with this?
He can stay in the carriage until we get out, I guess.
Oh, all right then.
Should we get out before they reach the main door, gate, whatever?
I will signal you when I think is best time.
There is a long dirt path that leads up to the estate. You do see guards posted up, as the notes mentioned to you, about 50 feet apart on the outskirts at the iron gating that surrounds the property. There doesn't seem to be too much other than the occasional foliage to properly accent a nice estate like this that leads up to that way. So it would be up to you guys. But yeah, there is a little bit of space before you reach the manor proper.
I'm gonna just keep on talking to the chariot guy. I'm like, so when you are dropping us off, do you have to make another route? Is this a continuous circuit? Do you have to go park? Are you waiting for us? When we need to leave, do I need to wave you down? This one gets to go sometimes. We even go like right when it's time to go.
He says, I drop you off and I'm paid to come pick you up whenever you notify me.
Excellent.
How do we notify you?
You'd talk to the people of this estate, the Glamourpuss, the dwarf says.
Oh, so you will be into a normal corral with others of the... He's gonna go somewhere where there's a bunch of other carts, I guess.
Yeah, he's basically gonna say he's gonna go wait back at whatever service, leases out these carriages, and then wait until he receives a message from the Glamourpuss estate to come pick you up.
Alright, so Obies will say, I have a plan, but to elaborate on that, he's gonna have, well, no, because you need the homunculus, or you need your guy to be close to you, don't you? Ellie?
Cogwheel?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a range.
Cogwheel is your steel defender. He does not have to be close to you. He may not be able to take any commands from you, but you could literally leave him anywhere you wanted. You could have left him back at home.
Yeah, I think I can just leave him, and he's like sentient enough where he can like do things when I'm not around. If I tell him to do it beforehand, right?
Yeah.
So, does that answer your question?
Well, I guess, are you gonna take him? Where do you want him best positioned?
I was just gonna leave him like in the bushes.
So yeah, okay. So I imagine that we're gonna go in. You guys are going in the back. We're going in the front. Do you want him by the front or by the back?
I was gonna do like the back or something.
Okay.
I was gonna have him basically come with us, but he's not going in the house. He's gonna stay outside.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I guess that answers that question. We'll leave him there until you guys get out. And I'm thinking that the best time for you guys to get out is once he parks the cart.
Sounds good. We'll sneak off to the back.
So
should be around the stables where you guys were thinking you were going to be anyways. You wanted to come in.
The dirty stables.
Dirty stables for dirty cats.
Dirty cats.
The cart pulls up. You, looking out the carriage windows, can see the estate proper. You hear some chatter going on between what sounds like the guards at the front doors of the estate, as well as the dwarven coachmaster. And you hear the dwarven coachmaster kind of just saying aloud almost to you guys, well, here we are. Come on out, Bastion. Bring your goodies with you. He opens the doors to allow whoever wants to get out to get out.
Obies will be the first one out, and he'll chest out and kind of look around.
So I'm going to shift maps now. You're still in your positions. This is just going to let you kind of see what you can see here. So let me just quickly grab this and move things down. If you guys don't mind, just because we haven't yet to do it, go ahead and make sure that you put your HP in for your characters.
Oh, I'm...
Wait a second. Wait. Red flag.
It's nice knowing you guys.
Would I have time to take a little backseat peek out of the compartment and zap a Vip with a bardic inspiration?
Sure.
Hada, shada boom. All right, Vip. 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, you can spend that inspiration dice.
Oh, thank you. I see. I knew you always cared.
do it. You can do it, Pixie.
So you guys are probably like a couple feet behind where your tokens are, but just imagine, like at this point, I'm assuming those of you hiding in the compartment are just peeking your heads out to just kind of look out and see what you can see here. So go ahead and punch in your HP for your things. Alloy, you do have Sparky with you, but you invised it, so it's invisible. I'm assuming you'd probably like just be hiding it on your person too, right?
No, he'll be flying around.
Okay, so then we'll...
Well, maybe I'll have him on me,
just
before we
invis.
get in the
Okay.
house.
So
Yeah.
I'm not showing his token, but like whenever you want to like pull him out, we'll have him pop out.
Okay.
Let's see here. So go ahead and do your HPs. I'm just giving myself sight for each of your guys' tokens because I apparently didn't do that previously. You notice this state, it seems to match up with Alloy's blueprint pretty well. It's a pretty lavish, large place. You can actually see through some of the front windows into some of the front areas. One kind of looks like some type of maybe kitchen area closer to the front. The other maybe looks like some type of nice just relaxation area. You can kind of see a couple chairs and dimly lit candles coming from inside. So we may move to turn order if it requires it, but for now I'm assuming there's going to be two groups. So OBs steps out first. OBs, you can see the coach where the dwarf is kind of just crawling back up on, and you see up at the front a tabaxi that seems dressed in sort of like a guardsman's outfit, and he kind of just nods at you, and he begins to kind of like step over towards the door whenever you begin to step on up.
Yeah, so Opie's just kind of chests out, looks around, and then steps out of the way and waits for Vip.
Sure. All right. So who else gets out?
Vip is gonna hop out and then kind of like last minute panic go.
Real quick, did you guys want really cool nicknames like I call you anyway? That I don't call you by your real names, or do you just want to be introduced the way you are? I don't really know how you want to do that.
Relax, my friend.
Okay, I'm relaxed.
Cash is good.
You got it.
We are
I'll
here
hold the
with the
bullion.
Bastion, Vip.
Okay.
I kind of push Vip out a little bit.
Okay. You like palm him out as a fairy.
Pretty much.
All right.
I'll follow out. I'd like to grab the bullion in my hand and kind of like just pass the wine over to Raphael.
Sure.
And say, you hold on to this.
Fair enough. I hold on to the wine, I guess. And I guess I'll be last out.
Sure. So those of you who are getting out can do so. What are the three who are hiding in the compartment planning to do?
Alright. So...
Is it time? I thought they were gonna tell us when to get out.
I thought they were too. Oh.
You guys are like, you can push the seat up now that they've all gotten out. You see that they've exited.
Okay, yeah, just wait for Obies.
And, like, we can talk to you, OBs, right?
Correct,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, then I'll just say, let us know when you think it's clear.
Yeah, is neurotically counting the steps up back to you. We are walking up these stairs. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stairs. Then a plateau is 1.
Less info, OBs.
I will let you know.
Do less.
The
Stairs that are 1, 2.
you hear the coach master OBs as he is closing the carriage door. All right, you guys got everything you need? Anything else before I head out?
I believe we're fine.
All right then. Well, I'll be making my way out. Just call when you need me, he says as he begins to shift back up onto the carriage.
Vip will palm him 5 gold and say,
Yeah, thanks for your help, and then
palm him an extra 5 gold.
make sure you keep it running.
Sure, he says. Appreciate the tip.
That doesn't mean anything.
Those of you who are hiding in the compartment can feel a very slow turn as the carriage seems to be going pretty leisurely back on its way out.
Out?
No.
Hold on. I asked him if he was going to go park on the premises.
Oh, no. This is a bastion. This is a Bastion carriage.
All right, everyone. I want to get out of the compartment.
Sure. You pop out. You can see the surrounding areas. The carriage is slowly making its way back down the path.
All right. I quietly open the door and take a peek outside and see if there's a clear path we can kind of run for it for like a bush and make our way to the back.
You're about 30 to 35 feet away from the front. You do see a single tabaxi guard there. You can see off in the distance there's more guards, but they're like pretty far out at the perimeter of the gates. And you do see a tuft of foliage, a couple different bushes nearby, as well as a very tall, eloquent-looking tree nearby that you could potentially run and hide into.
Okay.
With a good stealth check.
Wait, so this little drink token, that's the guard, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, my generic tokens are just the drinks.
Okay. I say we run for it.
Right. Little cat, do you want help with that? With the running quietly part?
Oh.
No, the little cat, not Mama Cat, little cat. Alloy, I'll just call you by your name.
Sure.
I'll give you a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Shabam. So I will quietly open the door and Daryl roll out and start to run.
All right, give me a stealth check.
All of us, even Mr. Cogwheel.
You're on mute, Luke.
Hold on a second. I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace for us.
Oh, nice.
Very helpful.
That's good.
Yeah, super.
I guess you don't have to take Cogwheel with you if you don't want. You can leave him in the cart.
Yeah. This carriage will be returning.
Where's this guy going?
He would have.
I thought he was parking on the estate, but apparently he's fucking off.
No, I mean I should have been more. So they're clients, the Bullionaire Bastion, but he's working for the Bullionaire Bastion, not the Tabaxi here. So he's going to a Bullionaire Bastion own carriage facility.
Yeah. Okay.
He's going to the cell phone waiting lot at the airport, waiting for us to call.
Which is likely not far from here, so that when you're hailed for him to come pick you up, it shouldn't take too long. And he did specifically mention that he would be returning himself to pick you up. So, you pop out of the cart, Karma. There's a pass without trace. The sounds around you seem muffled. You feel more stealthy. Give me a stealth check as you roll out.
All right. Let's do it.
It's without traces of +10.
So 27.
You feel very stealthy, hidden under the dim skyline of starlight above as you kind of do a roll through the grass, almost like practically just barrel rolling right into the nearby brush and kind of concealing yourself. You feel pretty stealthy. What happens next?
Okay.
Yeah, OB's messages everybody. Looks like he's going the other way. I would go now.
Alright, jumping out.
Alright, Monifa pops out. Give me a stealth check.
$35.
Oof.
Karma, you wait to see Monifa pop out, and she taps on your shoulder behind you as she pops into the brush herself.
Where's Alloy?
Here I go.
Alloy, are you leaving Cogsworth, or is he trying to get out with you, is the question.
I'm taking him with me.
Okay, then I need a stealth roll from both of you.
He'll get the +10 as well, though.
Yep.
I cast Reader Invisibility on Alloy.
Wait, can't I add
As
the...
she falls out
Yeah,
of the
it's
cart.
still a 16.
Yeah, I can add the...
Well, it's still a critical fail.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but it's still
total.
a strong check overall.
so that has the D8, or I have to roll a D8? I'm
Give
so
me-
confused. What's happening?
Give me an extra D8 on top of that. So 16 plus an additional D8.
19.
So 19 overall, and then let's get a
goodness.
check from Cogsworth since you guys are both trying to pile out really quickly together.
It couldn't possibly be worse than another critical fail. Look at that!
26.
Plus 10, yeah.
Alloy, you try to like quickly clamber out to follow the other two, and nearly like trip, getting your foot caught on like the foot stand on the outside of the carriage. But as you nearly go to face plant, Sir Cogswheel kind of just grips at you and grabs you as he like rolls along into the brush and kind of sets you down on your feet.
Hey, buddy. I'm like the worst tabaxi.
I was just going to type this, but pass without trace always invites somebody to critically fail on a stealth check.
It's true.
The
It's like how guiding bolt never hits.
you can see the four others beginning to approach the front steps. OBs, Raphael, the rest of you, Cassius, Vip, as you step up. The tabaxi guard says, "Welcome. Come on in," he says, and he begins to push the doors open for you.
Jason, unless noted otherwise, I'm going to keep my at-will detect magic with my special angel eyes that I have.
Sure. Do you guys all head inside?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Standing by door until everyone goes in, then I go in.
Yeah, I'll just grab you guys here, move you up. There we go. Oops.
Thank you for hosting. I appreciate it a lot. Vip is gonna greet like every guard and tell them fine job and other sorts of things at the same time.
These tabaxi are adorable.
You guys step inside to see a number of tabaxi guards surrounding the area, as well as what looks like a butler tabaxi at the far top right, against a set of stairs in the middle here that runs up to what looks like a second level. Standing all around on the bottom floor seems to be a number of various tabaxi of different makes. One looks older and seems to have what looks like a fake glowing eye. There's another one that has leopard spots surrounding them. Another one that's dressed a little bit, almost more like a maybe sailor or some type. And then at the top of the stairs, seeing as you all enter, is a very refined looking pair of who you assume is Sapphire and Ritz. The somewhat rotund Ritz, who is dressed in this opulent purple velvet clothing, looks to you all and says,
"Oh, yes, please. Step on in. Bastion, finally glad to have you here. Come, darling,"
he says, taking Sapphire by the hand and leads down.
"So glad to meet you. I'm Ritz Glamourpuss, and this is my wife, Sapphire."
He extends a paw to greet each of you as you step inside.
They're gonna definitely like underhand shake.
That's pleasure is all ours, sir. It's Vip Maxworth on behalf of the Bastion. Super happy, excited to meet you and be here. I am so thankful that you invited us into your home.
Of course. Happy to have you here. I hope you brought some fun things along with you. Perhaps some treats from the Bastion?
Oh my, I'm so glad you asked. It was gonna be a surprise, but gentlemen, please display our humble gifts.
I guess it would be me and OBs carrying the box, right?
So
yeah.
you, Angel boy.
I am not strong. I would not trust me to carry like a thing of wine and bullion by myself.
No, you're carrying the wine. I'm carrying the bullion.
Very well. Oh, that's what I thought you just gave me a random bottle of extra wine. I was like,
No.
okay.
I was giving you that so you'd have something to do and not speak.
I walk up to Ritz and I say, "I hope the vintage will be to your liking." And I kind of present the bottle how I presume it's supposed to be presented at a fancy restaurant, having never been to one.
Oh, wow, beautiful. I love it. Thank you very much, Raphael. Wigglesworth.
Glamourpuss Ritz turns and wiggles a finger, and you see one of the butlers step down.
Please, if you would bring this to the recreation area upstairs, where we'll be partying a bit later. Thank you.
Question, Jason. I never said my name. Did they know it?
Sorry.
Or was that just a DM gaffe?
That was a DM gaffe.
Okay, all right. Happens to me all the time.
I think 3 of us all went, whoop.
Sorry.
Also, unrelated, real quick, is this the new dynamic lighting where it like grays out everything and that is not in the room you're in?
Yep.
That's pretty sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like RTS Shroud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for.
You see Ritz's wife, Sapphire, kind of look to each of you. She's dressed in this opulent, kind of slightly see-through gown, but she's obviously still clearly covered underneath, and says, nice to meet you all. Welcome. Ritz says, oh, yes. I'll introduce the others, he says, waving a cat paw. This is Bright Eye over here, he says, pointing at the slightly older-looking genteel cat who
Of course, I think we
kind of
know which one you're
bows.
talking about.
Now, which one? Can you ping with Jason? Just
He says, pointing towards the ones at the back, 7 spots, and to the right of him, Cunning Boot. They are all part of Fast Feline, and we are celebrating our merger, which I'm sure you're aware of course.
I love this guy. Yes, of course. Congratulations to all of you.
Well then, it's nice to meet you all.
And the others come up and introduce themselves. Nice to meet you, they say, kind of shaking hands and introducing themselves.
I try to politely do that and then fade into the background as quickly as I can before embarrassing myself.
Sure.
Try to awkwardly squeeze past the group and go directly to him and hand him the mullion. Cash, sir. A gift from the bullion directly.
Oh,
thank you.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. Wigglesworth,
you see Ritz turn and kind of yell from upstairs, or yell to the upstairs.
Make sure and have our hors d'oeuvres ready for a bit later. We're going to enjoy our wine and good tidings here. Please, come in, Bastion. Take a load off, he says.
And he waves you in and begins to kind of like head up the stairs a bit.
Any unusual magical auras on anything in this room? I can see like the entirety of it. It's in the radius of the detect magic.
No.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Ritz kind of waves a hand as he begins heading upstairs, and the others say, Come. Enjoy. Let us have a good time tonight. We appreciate you bringing your things.
Pleasure is all ours. We're just completely in awe of the report that we received about the business that you've conducted. It's quite remarkable that you not only accomplished it, but it's so good. I don't even know how to say it other than that.
Well, when you have someone like Ritz in charge, throwing around the numbers that he is, it was unfortunate that our company was merged, but all the better to join in a much better one. Fast Feline may be gone, but to nip and ship. We'll break open that wine and celebrate here soon, he says, as you guys head up the stairs.
Which one said it was unfortunate? I just want to...
It was, let's see here. It was, Bright Eye.
Got it.
Insight check.
Sure.
Advantage. I want to know if he's lying or not about it being unfortunate.
Who knows? Oh.
17.
There's a amount of sadness to his voice that seems to sympathize with probably maybe working for some years for a company before it dissolves.
Likely story.
You guys can shift up, and you will notice that you are upstairs.
Ooh.
The
Nice.
upstairs leads up here, and then he leads you through a set of double doors into a large open room here.
Oh, please, take off your things. Wigglesworth will take your vests, whatever things you want taken off, your shoes, whatever you'd like. Make yourselves at home,
He says as both him and Sapphire go to sit over at the seating here next to the fire.
I hand him my sheathed show tool, which is a curved short sword used for beheading.
Wigglesworth takes it.
They did let us in with weapons.
That's true.
Interesting.
So as you guys are taking it all in on the outside. What is, or on the inside, I should say, what is Team Outside doing?
We are making our way to the back very quietly.
So, if you guys want, go ahead and do that for me. Who goes first? Who's heading up this charge?
I don't
Maybe-
mind.
Yeah, someone sneaky should go first. Not me.
I'll say that you guys were able to make yourself. You also see a number of other smaller cats around this premises as well as you peek around. I'll say that using the foliage, you're able to make way over here. So you're kind of like hidden in the foliage over on this side.
I'm gonna give Owl another bardic inspiration.
Sure.
I want to make just like a general like investigation check. I don't know, make sure there's no like traps or
Okay. Good idea.
anything like that.
Very good idea.
Oh.
You don't see anything that seems to stand out of place, at least on the outside premises, that would make you think of like some type of trap or like alarm system or anything out here.
Okay.
You guys do, from this vantage point, see that there is a single guard up at the front doors. You see a couple cats around the property, but nothing else sticks out. You can kind of see through some of the windows here into what looks like a kitchen area. You see smoke and the occasional tray of food being shifted back and forth. And directly up north, it seems to be a window looking into a room that seems to have double desks inside with some softly lit candles.
So are we going to the stables? Is that the idea?
Yes, starting at the stable, down from there. We're gonna.
You want to go first, or?
Oh yeah, totally. Follow my lead. I rolled a 20 in stealth.
Nice. You feel pretty stealthy moving through the foliage here.
So does everybody need to roll again?
Yes, please, as you're moving through here.
No.
You still do have Monifa's pass without trace.
Oh.
At that.
And then
And you can save your bardic inspo.
this is for, that was for cog wheels.
All right, pretty stealthy.
Yeah.
How about Monifa? You're on mute, by the way, Kevin.
23.
Okay, you guys feel pretty stealthy moving through the brush.
So
As
where do we
you
make it to?
push through the corner, Karma, you can kind of see what looks like a entrance up ahead of you inside that doesn't seem to be guarded, and you also, towards the far end, are able to see the wooden kind of like stable gates of what looks like the stable area with a horse drinking from a trough, and what looks like the barrass side from your vantage point of what looks like a tabaxi, probably maybe like a stable master or someone that seems to be kind of shifting around at the back.
Does he have a uniform on?
Looks like he probably has just like a stable master uniform, probably like an overall, something simple that could get dirty outside.
Okay. All right.
At least from what you can see here.
You think there would be maybe like extra uniforms around the stable area, maybe?
I think there would be extra uniforms in the staff quarters.
Let's get to the staff quarters.
Can we instead, I think this area is staff quarters?
Yeah, from the map, I believe that looks right.
Can we... check this door and see if it's unlocked? God,
Wait,
You hear, and go ahead, Amanda.
am I in like dense like bushes or something?
Yeah, you're like under a tree and some bushes, so you're like pretty hidden, or you feel you're
All right,
pretty
I'm
hidden.
Remember also, Amanda, you're invisible.
Her
No.
Sparky is
Babe.
invisible.
I thought Babe cast invisibility on
That was premature. Oh fuck! I saw a critical fail thing. So.
Sparky is invisible though.
Yeah, Sparky's invisible. I'm gonna leave Mr. Cogwheel here. I'm gonna like grab some leaves and like
Just have him lay down in the bush.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell him, you know, to watch out for anything, and
he just like soullessly nods at you, and
Yeah.
then just like sits deep in the darkened brush.
he's just like covered with leaves, just like.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm gonna go up here with everybody else now.
Karma, give me some type of check as you reach the door here. In the distance, you can hear like a kicking of a horse and stuff like that.
How do you check for traps? It's perception as well, or is it sleight of hand? Sleight of hand's to
Investigation.
Investigation would be the best check to make.
Sure. I'll also investigate too. So I'm doing it quietly, and I'll check.
Just bear in mind.
Check to make sure I'm not opening a box.
Karma, you don't notice any traps associated with this entryway, with this door. However, at the same time, it is locked.
Fuck.
That's fine. Yeah, let me check it out. And I'm going to pull out my thieves kit, or whatever it's called.
Sure, these tools. Yeah.
I like where this is going.
These tools to pick the lock.
All right, give me an associated check. Based on my kind of like personal ruling.
Sleight of hand, I think.
Sleight of hand would be
right?
perfect sense. Yep.
So
do I get a?
Are you a rogue? You're a rogue, right?
Yes.
It's just your thieves' tools then. It's your proficiency plus your dex mod.
Plus my.
So if you're trained in sleight of hand, it's literally exactly the same as your sleight of hand.
Okay, so it is my.
Well, I'm also using as I told you guys a couple sessions back, in the Xanathar's guidebook rules, you can choose a skill instead of an ability, and if trained in that tool, you'll get advantage on the check.
Oh, neat. Okay.
So you could do sleight of hand and work it and get advantage on the check if you'd like.
And get advantage with these tools?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so I'll do that. So, first roll is a 28. I rolled a 19. And let's see, just the fish for the crit. Oh, I rolled an 18, so a 27.
Gosh.
So 28 to pick the lock.
Good thing you had advantage, otherwise you might have ended up with a 27.
Wow.
After about 15 seconds of clicking sounds, Karma, you and Alloy hear the door click open as Monifa unlocks it.
Are there windows here? Like, can we see where we're about to go in?
Like, if you can clearly see inside, that means there are windows here. So any of these blue spots show windows.
And I haven't opened the door yet, just to be clear.
Gotcha.
Just unlocked.
And I can't, if I look, I can't see anything, or do you want me to roll?
You mean like
I
inside?
was gonna say, I want to do a perception as well.
If you guys want to peek your head in the door, I'll say give me a stealth check if you're trying to be stealthy, and I'll move your token inside so you could peek inside. Otherwise, I
was gonna make a listen first, perception.
Oh, sure,
See if
yeah.
I hear anything on the other side of the door.
Yeah, that's fine. Alloy, all three of you are able to see what looks like a set of stairs leading upstairs here closer to Alloy's spot, and then what looks like a hallway that leads down with a couple doors on both sides.
Before we do anything else, I'm gonna message OBs, and I'm gonna be like, where did you guys go? Like, what did you do?
We are on the second floor. We seem to be about I would say about 30 meters north of the entrance on the second floor.
Okay, we're trying to go in near the servants' quarters now.
This is all telepathic communication, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He points out that he thinks he sees a stairwell that could lead to the entrance you're going to try and use. So be careful, be quiet.
All right, Monifa, did you want to make that check? 14, you said?
Yeah, 14 for my perception check.
It's quiet. Other than the sound of what sounds like the obvious commotion coming on from the back towards the stables.
Alright. I'm gonna try to stealthily open the door.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Let's see. So that is 35.
Feel pretty stealthy. The door doesn't make any sort of cracks or creaks as you push it open and find yourself standing inside, or at least peering inside as you are able to shift inside. You see what looks to be a staircase that leads upstairs to the south, and then a long stairwell that leads down the hall here with multiple doors. They're a little hard to see, but you can kind of see the indentions of where a door is likely to be at. And I can point them out if you need to. There's also a door down here too. And then Karma, Alloy, do you guys want to sneak inside as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say that you guys you don't have to make still a check since the door is already open. You can just kind of pop in. You guys find yourselves inside.
Indications on there's no like staff or there's like no name.
Doesn't appear to be here. No. There's
Alright.
a number of doors in the hallway here. So as you guys bust
Can we
in,
look at that?
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Just for flavor, I'm looking at I was gonna ask to look at the floor plan again.
Sure. Yeah, you can check the floor plan. As you guys,
I guess.
go ahead, Karma.
Sorry. Alloy, does your little flying eyeball thing?
Oh yeah, you can pull him out.
All
Can he
right.
open doors?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Can he scout the hall?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It is invisible. You kind of see it shifting on what you think is Alloy's shoulder, but you just kind of see like the indention of where its like clawed brass footing would be.
Cute.
Can you give control of him to me?
Hang on just a second. There we go. He's stealth.
Just want to squeeze in here, well, because Obies knows that they're going to come in. He wants to make his way up to this little banister here and drop a coin down so that they have this stairwell marked. If they walk past the coin on the first floor, they know where we are.
Nice.
Okay.
Smart.
So, as you begin to pull out, Sparky, Alloy, will switch back over to the top floor.
Come, Rit says. Take a seat. Take a load off. Enjoy yourselves, Bastion. I appreciate you bringing the gifts.
Fip is gonna sit almost across from Ritz, but basically facing their entire group as best as possible.
Sure.
I'm gonna stand here. Oh, apparently I had the same idea as as Cash.
It's been a long and arduous affair trying to work out all the legal kinks in getting this merger to happen, but we were able to do it successfully, weren't we, Fast Feline?
And 7 Spots looks and says, "Yes, it was possible, and we are happy for it."
Happy for did he trail off or did you cut off?
Oh, no, he just says happy for it. Sorry, I might have cut off.
Oh, happy for it. Okay. Now, I do want to make an insight check on that, actually.
Sure.
I want to know if this was maybe like a hostile takeover or something. I don't know. Just fishing for anything at this point.
Sure.
Raphael's not there. Insight. Vip is better.
Sounds honest, Raphael. Vip, he sounds honest. This is a pretty lavish estate that is owned by Ritz. Ritz says to you guys as you begin to sit and take your seating, he says,
"Oh, I'm very sorry. My partner in crime, if you will. He's somewhere on the estate. I should really summon him. If you boys," he says, waving at you, Cassius, Raphael, "you're welcome to sit. There's plenty of seating around, you know."
Mr. Cash, why don't you have a seat? I am much too enamored with this opulent architecture. I must say, this mansion must have a storied history behind it.
Oh, a long and storied one. We and The missus here have been here for some time, haven't we, darling?
Sapphire nods her head. Yes, it's been 16 or so years, I believe.
Oh, time has slipped away. Has it really been that long? Dearie me.
Did you purchase this house or contracted to build it yourselves, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, we certainly contracted and built it from the ground up together.
Ah, well, might I say you have quite good taste, Raphael says, pretty honestly.
Okay. I appreciate that very much. It's been an arduous affair, though admittedly my paws didn't have much to do with it other than funding the money for it to be done so, but that money was hard-earned myself through my business transactions.
Of course.
Mr.
I was about to say if anybody else wanted to say anything, I didn't want to go off on some architecture tangent.
Ritz, if I may call you Ritz, is that adequate, sir?
Mr. Glamour. I'm just kidding. Ritz is fine.
Thank you. A man of such exquisite taste. Do you get around Halcyon much? Do you, any, favorite spots to relax? Maybe Dragon's Hoard or any of the such?
Oh, I am a connoisseur of all things gambling. I suppose you could say that it's lucky that we had enough money to make this merger with Fast Feline with all of that I do.
Sapphire turns and says, my husband is gone frequently during his business travels. Yes, I'm sure he could come with a bevy of interesting places in Halcyon if you're not accustomed to it.
Ah, interesting. What's your game of choice, sir?
Oh my, whatever I can gamble the most money on. Small games don't interest me. The amount of wealth that we play in is adequate, so I like to go to the more high-roller casinos. Games of cards and things of the such. Dice are also fun. I love the ticker-tack of a dice rolling.
Cassius is gonna slide out a set of dice and a deck of cards. Perhaps a quick game for leisure, if you will, sir.
Oh my. Well, what type of game would you suggest with these? Wait. I've been a terrible... Wigglesworth, go get the hors d'oeuvres,
he says, and you see Wigglesworth begin to shift out.
Wigglesworth.
I love it.
Wigglesworth was a NPC named by Lazy Vengeance by being a Patreon member. To the left of you, Obies, you see a tabaxi playing on a piano nearby. Formally dressed. What's Obies say?
Do you know Camptown ladies? Camptown ladies, sing this song to the...
The price of admission tonight, right there.
Camptown ladies, sing this song, go the day.
He chuckles but continues playing whatever soft ambient piano he's currently playing.
What's the other three named cats doing while we're talking back and forth?
As Cassius pulls out the cards and dice, they all begin to slowly mingle over. Games of chance, you say, they all kind of collectively say.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, maybe a quick hand of, whatever the essential equal to.
3 Dragon Annie?
Yeah, 3 Dragon Annie or poker, whatever, is fitting for, them in Halcyon.
Oh, I do love 3 Dragon Ante.
Perfect. Maybe a quick game or two. I put my hand towards the table in the back over here and say, it's many people that like to play.
Of course, but no need to rush. We'll get some hors d'oeuvres in here. Did you want to pop one of these gracious wine bottles open so that we could begin? Wigglesworth will bring some glasses for us, of course.
Sure. Vip, I feel you're the expert at that.
Yes, absolutely. And it's the bottle is practically as big as Vip, and he's gonna kind of float it over to your glamour pussness. May I present to you? And then he just like ridiculously rifles off every note and tone and undertaking and bottling and casking that this bottle has, as he's slowly uncorking it and then presents it label up right in front of him and just waits.
Oh yes,
if I may.
of course.
He reaches into his vest and pulls out a like very tiny pair of circular glasses. He slips them on and kind of.
Oh, beautiful, wonderful years. Well, excellent. Bastion never disappoints.
The door next to you, Raphael, opens as Wigglesworth steps in with a plate of hors d'oeuvres, fancy-looking meats, and lots of cheese, as well as plenty of glasses on another platter that he steps on. And he like turns and offers you either of the bottle or the glass for your wine, as well as any of the hors d'oeuvres.
Are there just like any plain crackers?
Yeah, there's plenty of crackers.
A single plain cracker and say thank you very much, my good fellow, and I have the plain cracker. And then while they're all talking about like wine and games and stuff, I kind of want to like do like a perimeter sweep of this room, because as I had mentioned earlier, I suspect there may be some secret doors and whatnot according to the map that Aloy found.
Sure. Wigglesworth stirs this to you and then steps over. As you guys are kind of talking, Seven Spots kind of looks up and says, "So, tell us about yourselves. How is working directly with the Bastion? Do you enjoy it? Is it good pay? How are things with them?"
I'm enjoying it a lot. I mean, as you can see here, I meet a variety of different people. They all come from all different walks of life. There's not much more that you could possibly ask for. I believe we're paid very well for our skills, our time, and our knowledge. And in turn, they treat us great.
Yes,
couldn't really ask for more.
Thank you so much.
He takes one of the glasses and begins to pass it out to each of you.
Let's get this puppy uncorked and begin. Yes. So you have enjoyed yourselves, the Bastion, it sounds like.
Who couldn't? I cut the deck and shuffle it a few times while talking to him. I get to play games of chance with the elite of Halcyon. I mean, that's paying itself, if you could say.
Excellent. Always good to hear that business is booming. We are doing fantastic ourselves. I feel like I may drink a bottle just by myself. I would invite my partner in here, but I'm sure he's off doing his own thing. We'll grab him eventually. I'm so sorry. He has the worst manners.
It's perfectly acceptable. You're more than welcome to help yourself to this one. We'll definitely here for the experience. So if this what makes you happy, please, on behalf of the Bastion, drink every drop.
Wigglesworth, take one of these to Plays with Tales. Tell him it's on me, and tell him when he's done playing around to get his ass in here.
Wigglesworth takes one of the glasses and nods. Begins to step by you, Raph. As they're enjoying in this jovial talk and Wigglesworth shifts through this door, Raphael, what are you and OBs doing?
I was while the hors d'oeuvres were being passed out.
They're like it's like being passed out, stuff like that. Yeah.
I wanted to just kind of like glance around the room and maybe investigate it a bit, because I suspect that there is some secret doors afoot in this mansion.
Sure, give me a perception check or investigation. Perception would probably be a little better.
Okay, in that case, I'll do perception because it's higher for me. 22.
Huh.
You see a number of doors in this room. Obviously, the one that Wigglesworth went out of. You see a door at the far end over here. A number of books line the wall next to a fireplace with the table over here. Another door over on this side, one at the far end here, and then what looks like a kind of a U-shaped area over here where OBs is standing with what looks like sort of a balcony rail, as well as some steps that lead down probably to the first floor from there. And from that point, let me actually see real quick here. Let me see what you can see. That's in a pair of glass windows at the back that seems to have a glass stained look of probably Ritz on it. You don't see anything that suggests like any sort of like hidden doors or anything.
Sure. So to be clear, I'm I'm curious because on the first floor map that we got from Aloy, it looked like there was a door kind of shaped like here in this fireplace area. So I'm wondering if like there's like a suspicious backing to this fireplace that might hold something behind it.
It doesn't appear so from the perception check.
Okay. So maybe there is something on the first floor then.
Perhaps.
And then real quick, I don't want to take up too much time, but I do kind of want to trail Wigglesworth. I want to, like, while Cassius and Vip are chatting up everyone, I want to see if I can slip out behind Wigglesworth and kind of trail him for a bit.
Make a, I would say, stealth check at disadvantage.
Ooh, disadvantage.
Yeah, there's a
room.
room.
Well, I'm going to use my karma coin to give myself advantage.
Nice. You have advantage, and also give me a D8 roll.
5.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vip, you get the karma coin.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, here comes a big ol' stealth roll. 19, not too bad.
Advantage.
Well, it's canceling out his disadvantage. Vip and Cassius seem to be doing a pretty good job of keeping everyone in line. You are able to slip out. As you begin to slip out, Obese, you do notice that Bright Eye is watching Raphael as he slips through the door, but doesn't seem to say anything. Raphael, you kind of just slip through the door. You can see Wigglesworth. Actually, Wigglesworth is going to be heading over here to this room, and he seems to knock on the door. He's got like the glass of champagne in his hand, or wine glass in his hand.
And Aloy's map was just the first floor, right?
Yes, you assume that it was a general covering of the first floor.
Okay. Darn. So I can assume he's going into, because the kitchen would be below him, so he must be going into some sort of like dumbwaiter thing. Did Ritz tell him to summon the partner?
Yeah, Ritz seemed to be a little upset that his partner Plays with Tail wasn't coming, but he did give Wigglesworth a glass of wine to go give him. You hear, "Come in," coming from behind the door at the far end as Wigglesworth kind of opens the door and steps inside. The door closes behind him.
All right. I think for the time being, rather than doing anything too risky, I do want to see if I can press my ear to the door and hear anything being said.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Oh, don't fail me now. Perception. Kia. Not great.
With a 9, you can kind of hear a bit of a conversation that sounds like it's coming from some tabaxi. It's a bit muffled. You do hear a voice saying, "Oh, I will come when I'm ready." And you also hear the sound of what sounds like giggling coming from within the room.
Giggling, like a female voice, or just like a high-pitched
like
voice?
Feminine giggling coming from within the room.
All right, I don't want to get caught or anything. Is there anything out here in this hallway that I could look like I was just kind of like inspecting or messing around with in an innocuous fashion?
There's like some treats here in a tray at this area here, if you can come up with anything. You do hear footsteps beginning to head towards this door here.
In that case, I find in this situation the best thing to do is look like you belong. So I'm just going to stand here and kind of pick up a treat from the tray and kind of take a little bite out of it and just kind of chew while looking out the window, trying to look like I'm just here to grab a treat and step out from.
Wigglesworth steps out and closes the door and kind of locks eyes with you and says, "Sir," and kind of gives a bow as he begins to head back towards the room.
I head nod at him.
He seems to head back into the room. You guys see Wigglesworth step back into the room where you're at. Anything else out here, Raphael?
I think that'll be good for me for now.
Okay. Obese, were you doing anything specific?
We is going to kind of the same, just make a general perception check.
Sure.
And for what it's worth, Obese has 300 feet of dark vision too. like all the time.
Okay. No area of the estate here seems to be dimly lit.
True enough. I just say that because like the vision kind of like it ends abruptly right there. I don't know if that was correct.
You do see at the far end against the walls a door there and a door over on the opposite side. You also see around the corner what looks to be in glass display cases, one of a very refined, regal-looking cat statue, and in the other, a couple pieces of like very fine goldery, some jewelry, as well as what looks like a gold kind of like scarab beetle with like put on a stand inside the glass case. You also see obviously the stairs leading down to what you assume to be the first floor.
Yeah. All right. Were those the windows you were talking about?
Yeah.
You said Raph saw windows?
Yeah.
And there's nothing to be seen through those?
Just looks like the back of the estate.
Okay. So I could crit that perception. Do I spot anything out of position, out of ordinary?
No.
Okay. I will shift over here to hopefully make eye contact with Raph when he gets back in to kind of send him a secret message that Bright Eyes was looking for him. I don't have any more like telepathy, so it's all gonna be eye stuff like
That's totally fine. Raphael's waiting a few beats after Wigglesworth goes in the room as to avoid suspicion, and then he will again enter the room.
Okay.
When that happens.
Kind of slip back inside. Ritz takes a sip from his wine glass, so does Sapphire, kind of daintily, and he looks over and says,
"Well then, I would love to tell you about the large ordeal we went through to merge our two companies together. Please, let's take a seat over here. Maybe over a game of dice," he says, looking at Cassius.
"As you wish, sir. As you wish, sir."
They all
joking over here.
They all begin to head up. Who heads over to the table before we switch?
I'm gonna let him take the whatever seat he wants first, and then I'll sit next to him, next to Ritz.
He takes like the seat at the far end. Bright Eye kind of sits over on the couch with Sapphire.
I will also sit over on the couch then, because I got the message from OBs that Bright Eyes was looking at me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll excuse myself over here then.
Good call.
So you guys all take your seating. Rit says,
"Oh yes, break out those clickety clacks."
As he does, we'll switch back over to Secret Team. Actually, we are at time here. Do we want to just run through one more sort of like scene of Secret Team, or do we want to call it here?
I'm good hanging out if you guys want to do Secret Team stuff.
It's up to you.
Secret Team.
I want to see what the dirties are up to.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, look at that dirty cats.
Let me see here. Okay. Secret Team. What are you guys doing?
I guess I'm gonna use Sparky to go down this hallway a little bit.
Now, is there any way you can see through Sparky's eyes? Or are you just gonna give Sparky a message to fly down?
So I'm guessing he's kind of like the Steel Defender, where like he can't talk, but he can like communicate, right?
What is this ability? Is this a homunculus?
Servant, yeah.
Let me see here. It's friendly to you and your companions, and it obeys commands. Let me see here. It understands the language you speak. So it can't speak itself, but it understands the languages you speak. So it's not like it can talk to you, but it can understand the orders you give it.
Yeah, but can it like communicate with me in any way, like make a sound?
It can maybe move its feet, but it can't really make a sound.
Okay.
That's all right. We can pitter patter around and.
It could like physically, you know, like if you were to send it down somewhere and it comes back and you're like, did you see anything? It could probably raise a foot to notify you. It just can't make noise.
Okay. I'm gonna send it down then. If y'all are okay with that.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Try to sneak into a room.
Let me see here. Homunculus Servant, do you have the stats for that?
I do.
Let it do a stealth check. At advantage because it's invisible.
And plus 10.
There's one. There's two.
All right. How far do you tell it to go?
I mean, it can move. It can fly 30 feet. So, I don't know if that means anything to you. I kind of want it to scout this whole hallway.
Okay.
But I can't see, like, the dynamic lighting. Oh, but that's correct. Okay, that's fine.
It begins to fly down the hallway. You watch Munif and Karma as it begins to fly. It kind of stops here, seeing that there seems to be another passage up this way, and it begins to shift up that way. 3 or so seconds, 4 seconds pass, it comes back, and then it begins to shift this way towards the end where it looks like there's a 90-degree turn and shifts down. It's quiet for 5, 10 seconds. It flies back up and flies back to you, Alloy. You guys can hear the very subtle sound of its like brass wings flickering, but of course you can't see it. Alloy, you feel the grip of its brass legs kind of clip onto you as it returns.
All right.
Okay. Did you see anything, buddy?
Tell it in a way that it would be able to respond to you.
Squeeze me with your foot. If you saw anything.
Okay. There's if it saw anything or anyone.
Anyone.
There's no squeeze.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. Down the hall. Good job, little thing.
It's
I would
quiet.
like to try to get into the room here.
Sure.
Does
The
the door seem
door
locked?
does not seem locked.
I'm gonna assume they're not trapping the servants' quarters and just stealthily open the door.
Sure. You stealthily open the door. Give me a stealth check.
Can I give him the coin for advantage?
Ooh.
No. You can use the good karma for you, but you can only bad karma.
Bad karma.
somebody else.
I don't want to bad karma him. My fault.
23 for stealth.
Okay. You jimmy the door handle and just kind of push the door open and step inside. You see a kind of twin bed here, along with a small little what looks like a letter desk, and a couple of drawers with a chair here, as well as a kind of nightstand over on the far side.
I want to check the drawers and I guess the nightstand first, maybe any of the drawers really, to see if there are spare uniforms.
Sure.
I don't
Perception
really know.
or investigation or do I need a roll for that?
You wouldn't need to roll. What was your question, Amanda?
I don't really know what I'm looking at. Are there other doors like here? Or
Yes,
here?
these tiny things where you see little brackets here. I know it's a little hard to tell. That's still something I try to figure out with dynamic lighting. These are doors, so
Okay,
there's a lot of doors.
I'm gonna have
You
a
can
listen.
tell on the floor plan too if you pull it up.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I'm gonna have a listen at this door. Would that be perception?
The one to the north of you or south of you? There's
south.
two. Okay. Perception to place an ear up and use your hearing senses.
19.
You place a furry ear up to the door and hear nothing on the other side.
I'm gonna try to open it. stealthily. Then.
Sure. Give me a stealth check. Monifa, you begin kind of opening the drawers, being quiet as you do. All right, you step inside. You find a series of bunk beds here, along with a very small table with a couple of what just looks like cleaning supplies.
I guess I want to do the same thing, just kind of look around, see if there's anything like uniforms we can use or anything.
Sure.
Is that investigation?
No, that would still be like a perception, but you don't have to roll in here because it's pretty easy to go through the things here.
Oh, okay.
As you begin to look, what are you doing, Karma?
I sort of wanted to do the same thing, kind of, get the uniforms on. No funny business. Find some uniforms.
Sure.
Then from there, we might not have to be as stealthy.
Yeah.
Get a uniform.
There is a door directly to the south of you, and then one over here, and then there's still one that's at the far end where Alloy, kind of in the opposite direction Alloy went.
Okay. I want to listen in before I open it.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
All right.
I'm guessing I don't find anything in this room.
You're searching right now. I'm just letting Karma kind of do her thing. You guys are like all doing this at the same time.
Right.
So I'll let you know what you and your mom found as Karma kind of seeing you all do this kind of like separately. Stealth covert op goes into the rooms. Karma, you place an ear up to the door, kind of listening out. You don't hear anything.
I will try to stealthily open the door.
Sure. Give me a stealth check.
19.
You quietly open the door and step inside the room. You see a series of bunk beds here to the far end and what looks like a tabaxi with the covers pulled over them, and you assume they're sleeping in their bed. A chest at the far end of the room here. As well as like a simple desk here, what looks like a couple of cleaning supplies on top.
Any can I just grab some clothes?
You don't see any clothes sitting out in the open anywhere.
Fucking tabaxis. I'll shut the door and try it.
Okay, you step back out of the room.
Yep.
Alloy, you search there doesn't seem to be anything here at the bunk beds here as you're kind of searching around, nothing underneath. There's just some general cleaning supplies in the room that you're in, but no outfits here.
Okay.
Monifa, as you're searching this room, similarly, you don't find any outfits or anything. You find a couple cleaning notes here at the writing desk. A basic cleaning routine for the ground floor that seems to cover a lot of the rooms that seem to have been mapped out by Alloy for the estate here. There is a note at the bottom of the cleaning notes that in all kind of caps reads, "Do not clean bookcases in study," with 2 exclamation marks.
Gotta go to the study.
Do I have any way to telepathy with anyone?
Do you? I don't know. OBs?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how everyone else is.
Yeah, you
works.
You have a 2-way with OBs.
With OBs?
Yep.
I would relay that I found that note saying about the bookcases in the study. Do not clean them is what the servants are told. So maybe we can look at that if we have time.
Yes. Where is the study? We are not close to the study, but you.
Oh, it's on the first floor. It's on the first floor on the other side of the house. Okay.
Yes.
Once I find a, hopefully if I find a uniform, I will head that direction.
Excellent. I will be here. Good work.
I'm busy.
Yes. Keep quiet.
Always.
Did anyone look in this room right here?
Not yet. Can we do a general Is there a way to generally look through these rooms, Jason? Like,
quiet? I mean, you can always tell me if you want to poke your head through a door, and I'll move your token.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming you're closing the doors behind you. Anything else you guys want to do?
I do want to go up into this room above me.
Okay. Are you doing it stealthily? Karma, would you have shared with the others what you found in that room, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I'll do it until I can find another room, something that I can take.
Monetha, give me a stealth check as you enter in here. Unless you don't want to make
29.
a stealth check. You shift into the
29.
room above you. You see what looks like a sleeping tabaxi house member and just kind of standard common clothing sleeping in the top bunk of the beds here.
Fine. You said there was a chest, right?
There's a chest at the far end of the room.
Yeah, I want to look in the chest. Or at least, is it locked, I'm assuming?
You step over to the chest to check it. It does not appear locked.
Really? I want to do a perception then for traps.
Sure.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. 21.
You don't see any traps.
Alright, I want to try to open it. Obviously, I'll roll another stealth if I need to, but obviously I'm being quiet. Since
You
sleeping.
begin to push up the top of the chest and hear shifting coming from over here at the top bunk, and watch as the tabaxi, which you assume was sort of housemaid, shifts in their sleep. You stay completely still. And then you just see that they kind of roll over to the other side, pull the covers up on them more. You push open the chest, kind of returning your vision to look down into it. And you see a single sort of like house cleaning maid outfit inside.
Oh, yes. I'm actually probably just gonna put that on over what I'm wearing already.
Okay.
Which would be pretty skin tight, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
You very quietly slip on this maid outfit.
Alright, and then I will slip out the door and shut it quietly behind me, and then others can go.
Okay. You see Alloy and Karma kind of heading towards the far end of the walkway here.
Yeah, if we can open up more doors stealthily and look for some stuff that.
Sure. Give me another stealth check as you kind of poke your head into what I'm assuming is this area over here.
First one is a 25. It's a crit.
Nice.
Shit, it's a crit.
You very quietly open the door and enter into a room that seems to be a large diner, or like dining hall.
Shit. Okay. Alright, noted. I can't go back.
Oh, you're going to shift.
It's the banquet hall.
And I'm just gonna. Is this a door right here? I'm gonna try this one.
Sure. You being stealthy?
Yeah.
Never.
15.
You feel pretty stealthy as you poke your head in here.
Yeah,
You notice a small desk as well as some books here at the far end on a shelf, as well as a bed, single bed in here.
Yeah, I'll just look around for clothes or anything.
You peer around this room and unfortunately don't find any clothes that is maid-like. You kind of quickly thumb a finger through the books and find a number of them. One of them says natural remedies for hairballs, but aren't able to see anything else of note in this room.
Okay.
You pop back out. Carmery, were you checking down here?
Yep. Oh, fuck me. 19.
You rolled that natty 20. I'll say this can carry over here. You feel pretty stealthy as you enter into this room down here. It seems to be like a maybe like gathering area for the servants. There is a open book across the room on one of the tables.
What's book say? What book?
You peer in and find a book titled Best Remedies for Cobwebs and Other Cleaning Advice.
Okay.
Seems
Can I
to...
check this room for anything else? Are there, like... Oh, there's a door over here.
There's a door down to the south.
Alright.
You can hear quite a bit of noise. Pots and pans and stuff. And shifting of feet coming on the other side of the door.
Okay. I can't get out of this room.
Step back through.
And I guess I'll try this door right here too. I think that's the last room in here.
Sure.
So 11.
You open the door. It makes a... And you push inside to see what looks like a vacant room here with a set of dressers at the far end with like a hand mirror.
Okay, and I'll just take a look around again.
You take a look around, and going through the drawers, it takes you going through 2 or 3, but you're able to assemble a full maid's outfit from the dresser drawers here.
Oh, nice. All right. I'm not going to put that on yet. I'm going to just walk out with it.
You see your mom stepping out of her room in complete maid gear.
Her sexy maid outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it wasn't, I made it that way.
I'm going to go over to Karma and be like, you know, I have an outfit. Which one of us wants to wear it?
You put it on, because if worst case comes to worst case, I can use my gift of the gab. So.
Wait a second, Karma, you cast disguise self on yourself and didn't just automatically maid outfit. You're still in your normal clothes. Doesn't disguise self change your clothes too?
Let's check.
Does it?
If so, I'll say you can. But let's see. You make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings in your person, look different.
It's funnier if you don't, but I just thought I'd point that out.
No, I would have prepared for the mission.
So you're in sexy maid outfit. So it looks like you're the only one who's not dressed up, Aloy.
I'll put on the maid outfit.
You join your mother and Karma putting on your outfit. You're a sexy cat maids.
We did it, guys!
Nice.
We made it, finally.
I'll let the cats know that there is a dining hall, and down south there is a kitchen. But nobody's in the dining hall currently.
Good.
Okay.
I'm gonna let them know about the note I found with the bookcases in the study, so I was gonna probably head that way. If you guys want to stick together, or do you guys, whatever you guys want to do.
What do you think?
I mean, I would stick together. Aloy would stick together. So
she's smart.
And I mean, I'd be like looking at the plans, and like, if we want to go to the study, then yeah, it's best if we just go through this banquet hall.
Yeah, especially if it's empty. Let's just cut through the banquet hall.
Yeah.
Let's
into
go
the library.
Study, yeah.
You can pop through. I'll move you guys if you want.
Cool.
And then we're about to wrap up here. You find a large banquet hall, 2 large tables, undressed and nothing on them, as the festivities seem to be taking place upstairs as you kind of make your way across. A single chair on a stepped stone platform sits at the far end.
Before we wrap up, can I just make an investigation check? See if there's anything
Sure.
weird in this room?
Yeah, sure.
27.
You notice nothing out of place in this room with that check.
Okay.
Let's open this door.
Okay, you step in. Being stealthy or not? You are in a maid outfit.
Mm-hmm. Quiet maid.
Still try to be stealthy, but
Sure.
it's not as.
So give me a stealth check then.
We all still have pass without trace.
Yeah, you
Remember,
guys
plus
are.
10.
The door quietly opens, Karma, and you step
36.
into this room here. A bevy of lined aisles and walls of shelving and books line this area here. You can see at the far end a door, as well as a door to this a door at the far end here, from what you see.
This is the study.
It's the library.
Oh, the library.
Study's gonna be on the right. Yeah, right on the other side of the library.
Okay. All right. Can little Alloy, can you whip out that lantern?
Yeah.
What's the lantern do? What's the text on it?
I can link it.
Thank you.
It glows green when there's a fee. Boom.
I mean, you basically got it in one. Here, I'm trying to find it on my list of items so I can link it here. Lantern of tracking.
30-foot radius.
30-foot radius.
It is a hooded lantern, so you can just peek it up just a little bit.
You pull the hood up on it, Alloy, and take a peek inside. No light.
Interesting.
Snap a raid.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you, Mozarel. I appreciate that raid. Sorry, we're about to wrap up.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it, though.
Can I look at for secret book levers?
Sure, make it an investigation check. Moni, if you're kind of standing at what seems like a door here.
Nice.
Thank you for the follow, Nomi. I really appreciate that. With your 19 investigation Karma, you don't see, it's actually difficult to tell in here because it is just wall to wall full of books of what seem like all different types. So you don't, with this check, see any like secret switches or anything. If anything, you feel a little, what do I want to say? Uncertain, because you like think back to like the standard tropey, like pull a book and it is actually a switch, but there's like a shitload in here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so let me get this right. This lantern shows any creature of the fiend type within 300 feet, right?
Oh.
30.
Yeah.
Oh, within 300 feet.
Yeah. It only shines for 30 feet, but it detects
Oh.
within 300.
Oh, I see.
The light is 30 feet.
Let me think.
What color is that light?
You open up the lantern, Alloy, and it can like go through anything, right, Luke? Like it doesn't matter where they'd be at.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. It doesn't say on the item. It gets blocked by stuff. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's like some weird like anti-magic stuff in this house. I got no idea.
Alloy, there is a bright green flame coming out from underneath the
we kind of
hooded lantern.
Coming from where?
From the lantern.
Oh, okay.
Green flame was it green flame confirmed?
Green flame.
We'll message Obies.
Yeah.
Obies, whoever the first one that Obies catches eyes with, he kind of makes this signal. Real casual.
Oh my god.
Any last things you guys want to do before we wrap things up here in this room? You see a staircase at the far end that seems to lead upstairs as well. As you look up, you can see a second floor still full of books on like a balcony level.
Do we see this?
If you can see it, then yes, you see what looks to be a tabaxi that seems to be dressed in overalls, kind of similar to the what you assume to be like a stable master. He seems to be down on one knee and seems kind of facing away from you and kind of close to the hedges here on the outside and what looks like a kind of like a green gardeny area.
Okay, a gardener. All right. Cute.
I do have one question. Did they find that coin that I kicked down the stairs?
I don't think so.
We did.
No.
We just ignored that.
You, Jason.
We also weren't really looking for it.
Well, I think the other thing too is where you would have kicked it down. They wouldn't have come across.
Oh yeah, we weren't in that area. Yeah.
That's good. Then it means it's serving the purpose. You guys haven't come close to making too much noise.
I think we would be ready for the next room.
Okay. Ready for you opening this door that you're at?
Well, I would check it for traps and unlock it if I need to.
Well, you don't know if it's. Give me a check to see if it's trapped.
Yeah, perception.
Investigation, Arcana.
Investigation. Okay, so investigation.
Perception would tell you, but probably not as much as the others. 15.
For investigation, it would be a 15. Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't look like this door is trapped at all.
Is it locked?
You don't know.
Another investigation or perception?
You would just probably have to try the door.
I'll try it stealth.
Sure.
Let's see. 32.
You're able to push the door open and peer inside. You see a low-lit study room, a small chessboard with 2 seats at the far end. What looks like a just kind of nice artifact or a model sitting on the stand made of clockwork. At the far end seems to be a bookcase lining the walls. And at the opposite end of the room, you see a desk where it looks like a tabaxi dressed in a guard-like outfit is sitting at the table, kind of just writing stuff in some paperwork on the table with a quill. He is looking down at his paperwork and does not seem to notice you as you have peeked in.
If he didn't notice me, I'm going to try to backpedal.
Sure.
And maybe not go in the room.
You pull back out and slowly close the door.
Is that the way we need to go to the study?
That is the study.
Oh shit! All right, we just gotta talk to this one guy.
There's someone. If we can get him out, or maybe I
All right.
have any ideas?
I absolutely do have an idea. I have chanting spell. So with suggestion, do they know that? Holy shit! It's concentration up to 8 hours. All right.
I also have minor illusion if that would help.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to talk to him. If you guys are all right with that.
I will kind of. Are you gonna try to lure him into the room then?
I'm gonna tell him it's okay, take his break. I'm gonna go talk. Okay. I'm good with guards.
I'm just gonna be over here and kind of watch and wait.
You go into the room, Carmen?
Mm-hmm.
Are you being stealthy?
I'll be quiet. Yeah, I'll be quiet.
Like stealthy quiet, or just try not to make a whole lot of noise?
I'll be stealthy quiet. Here,
Okay.
let me roll. Ag. Okay. 24. Let's. Yeah.
You push open the door, stepping into the room. The tabaxi guard looks up.
Oh, with 24?
Yes, as you step into the room, and looks back down and continues writing.
Okay. I am going to back the suggestion.
Are you about to get into trouble? I feel like
No.
you're about to get into trouble.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Oh no.
The tabaxi guard looks up.
Oh no.
Yes?
I am going to just I'm gonna suggest, I should have thought of this. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll suggest that his shift replacement is here early. He can go ahead and take his leave. He'll be in here in just a second. He told me to come tell you. And that's
Wisdom saving throw?
wisdom saving throw, yeah, hold on. And I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration to let him take a d8 off of his save.
Okay. Let me... What was the D8 roll, or do I do that?
The d8 roll, I guess I'll roll it.
Yeah,
It'll-
I'll let you roll it. Oh no, no.
Hey, that's one less. That's one less than they would have rolled.
All right.
It's still a good use. That's a great ability.
The guard listens to what you're saying as you kind of wrap this spell around, and he's quiet, and you watch as he stops writing and then puts the quill down and closes the book and says, "Good," and steps up from his desk and begins heading out.
Wait.
Yes?
I telepathically tell Obese to tell the other cats to hide really quick while the guard goes away. And then I say, oh no, never mind. That was all. That was the only message. Oh well, you know what? You have a good day, sir. Thank you so much for your help.
Yes, so, okay, he says.
Sometime. Bye.
He steps through here. Are you guys trying to hide out here?
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the bookcase.
Make stealth checks if you're trying to hide.
Yes. You get a +10 ally, remember?
I would like to use my... Can I use Flash of Genius?
Oh, genius!
Sure.
Well, I guess if I get a +10, I probably don't need that anymore.
Yeah, you could do it after you see the roll, but you did see the roll. I see.
Well, I get +10, right? So it's 17.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can add it if you want.
No, it's okay.
Okay. He shifts through here.
Oh.
And through the doors leading into the dining hall, Alloy.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll message Obese. Oh, we're in the study.
If we need a distraction, I wasn't going to say, but we should start a fire in the study.
Let us look around first.
I said if we need it is a last resort.
Raphael's putting away the flip. So we're not starting a fire? Oh,
not yet.
Little red devil on your shoulder. Do it.
Oh, hell yeah. We're going through these desk drawers. We're going through these books. I'm assuming
I was going to say, did he leave what he was writing?
There is a closed, what looks like some type of ledger on the desk.
Check that out. Somebody check that out. I'm gonna check out at least one of the bookcases if somebody wants to check out the other, because the note specifically said for the cleaning staff to not clean these bookcases. So something's up.
I'm gonna use... I know we're like just looking, but I guess I'm gonna make an Arcana check maybe?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just gonna do plain old perception or
18.
investigation, I guess.
Alloy, nothing seems to perk your arcane senses. It doesn't seem like there's any pertinent magic in this room.
Well, then I'm just gonna join Monifa and going through this bookcase carefully.
Sure. Karma, you find a ledger on the desk, and as you open it up, it kind of just talks about the various comings and goings of the traffic between the estate and back. Just keeping a log of it all, probably for security purposes.
It's in the bag.
You shift it into the bag.
What about the desk? What's inside the? Do I have any keys? Do I see any?
Yeah, we're about to wrap up, Cassius. You open the desk drawers and find plenty of writing material, things like that, but nothing that sticks out as important.
Fuck.
Beyond that. Monifa, are you gonna give me a check at the...
Yeah, somebody else might need to help. My investigation check is gonna be a 6.
I'll just make another investigation, I guess.
Sure.
25.
Nice. Thank you, daughter.
Alloy, you notice over at this corner, close to where Karma is, there is a buildup of dust that seems to run along the kind of carpeted floor here. And then, strangely enough, about where you're at, it just abruptly stops.
So, where's the dust?
The dust seems to be kind of like lining the very bottom of the shelf over closer towards this corner, but also in this space, and then just kind of like cuts off right where you would be standing at. As you look at the bookcase itself using your investigation, all the books seem to be relatively lined up, besides one book who seems just slightly tilted, and on the spine it reads, "The Secret Stash Storing Your Wealth" on it.
Can I investigate that book
Sure.
specifically?
Sure.
26.
Nice.
You notice that there is some type of mechanism on the far end of the book attached to the shelf wall. It appears as though, just like Karma thinking of the tropey nature of pulling a book to open a secret doorway, that this is in fact one of those books.
Okay. I'll tell Monifa and Karma about it, obviously.
Just like in the serials. Message OBs. Hey, we found the secret thing in the study. You want us to pull it?
Looks like maybe a secret
good?
door.
I guess go pull. Yes, do please.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Well, I did.
No, why are you still in my head? I'll pull the thing.
You pull the secret stash book, and as you do, you hear a click at the far end of the bookcase, and the whole bookcase here, the 10-foot wide bookcase, begins to shift open like a door. And behind it, you see a hidden room, a small hallway, and at the far end, what looks to be steps that leads down.
Oh.
Never a good sign.
Karma, is it treasure or disaster?
It is a basement.
Yes, that was the third option. Okay.
I guess let's go down.
You, Karma, Monifa, and Alloy begin to shift down into what seems to be a pretty dark basement area as you begin to decline the stairs. Meanwhile, up above, with Face Team, you see Ritz look to you all and say,
"Well, how about a game of dice then?"
and that is where we will end this session.
Woo-hoo.
So did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't trust these cats.
Which ones?
All.
Thank you so much for playing with me tonight, as always, everybody. And also, thank you for the raid, Mozzarella. I really appreciate that. Also, thank you, Nilmi and Mozzarella, for the follows. Any of you guys who may be sticking around from the raid, we play D&D every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're currently playing this game, Devils in the Details, which is an RP-heavy intrigue campaign characters are currently trying to suss out if any of the tabaxi here at the Glamourpuss estate are demons in disguise to try and outroot them from the faction that they work for, this very wealthy faction. So I really appreciate you doing the raid. And thank you so much, Mozzarella. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, give the channel a follow if you thought it was fun and want to keep up to date on it. If you subscribe, you also get cool benefits like increased Twitch channel points that you can use to directly interact with the stream, which there was a lot of that at the beginning of the session. Took some people from the pits of their bullion and boosted them some.
Keep it up.
And you can also do other cool stuff. It also gives you cool access to some stickers that was being slapped around earlier too. We're gonna pick this up next session with part 2 of the Glamourpuss estate infiltration and see exactly where that staircase leads for the sneaky, sexy maid team.
Maids, yes.
We're in the big times now.
If you want to keep up to date, go follow my Twitter at twitter.com/GAWD_mode. Same thing for all of my social stuff, like the Twitch channel here. If you missed this episode and want to catch up, the VODs are all on here, as well as being uploaded to YouTube, and they come out every Tuesday, so a couple more days. If you're a Patreon member, I have a Patreon. You get instant access to it tomorrow, though, as well as other cool benefits. Yeah, go follow the social stuff. I have a YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you'd like to follow if you enjoy what you see here. Mozzarella, if you're interested, like I said, you're building up Twitch channel points and you can use those to interact. So next time, hang out with us if you'd like. I stream outside of Fridays and also let people build up their Twitch channel points in. So it's usually TTRPG related. I had a fun stream earlier doing some Stream Raider stuff. So if you're interested in checking that out, it's like a RTS, but you actually help the streamer do the RTS battles. So that's a lot of fun. Thank you for the subscription, Mozzarella.
Thank you.
Yeah, you'll get a boost to your Twitch channel points, as well as access to all those cute chibi stickers that get slapped around all the time. Thank you.
Can I get a slap for a karma sticker?
Yeah, just mouse over the screen and you can see the purple heart that lets you access the stickers. Thank you so much. We were headed out. We stayed late. I really appreciate you guys hanging around just to get some action done here in the estate, because I knew everyone was looking forward to that. Thank you, Dungeon Glitch, for hanging out. You have a great weekend as well. Yeah, that's all. That's my spiel. We'll be back next Friday to see what exactly the players find out in the basement of this estate, since they do not have any blueprints of even a suggestion of a basement area, and see what trouble they may get into, as well as who wins at maybe some dice upstairs, or who maybe dies because there's a demon somewhere. Who knows? Maybe there's not a demon at all. Maybe everyone, I'm just pulling their chain, and it's another Happy High Harvest Tide episode. Who knows? Anyways, we're headed out for the night. It's late. Thank you so much, everybody. Be safe out there. Don't get COVID. I'll be back posting my schedule either Sunday or Monday, and streaming Monday, but come join us next Friday for some more D&D at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're headed out. Goodbye, everybody!
Bye.